So, where did we leave off last time? You guys slew Shotherith, the blighted black dragon.
Yes.
Destroyed a number of the werewolf pack, but you know there's still a significant number of werewolves out there. You guys dodged a pack of werewolves on your way out of the lair. Sadly, Bowden was afflicted with lycanthropy, and he brought with him a so that when he turns, he brought with him a werewolf mask. Put it on.
Quality Michael J. Fox style.
It is. It is movie quality.
Yeah. It's a $5 vinyl mask.
You said which movie?
So, you guys, Bowden was able to take Wolfsbane 3 times, the poison, to give him a new saving throw, but he failed each subsequent saving throw. And, of course, it made him seriously ill. He's got 3 levels of exhaustion, or 2 levels of exhaustion right now. I don't remember how many you have left right now.
2 right now.
2 levels of exhaustion. You only have 1 use of Wolfsbane left to give him 1 more saving throw. And then Wolfsbane only works if he's taken within the first 24 hours of the bite, the curse of lycanthropy being afflicted. So it's now or never, basically, with this last use of Wolfsbane. However, he did make it back to Quag Cove. Now, that's where we left off. You guys were in Quag Cove. It's night. And
Did we do anything? Did we just show up?
I think you just showed up and then we stopped.
Would guidance and bless stack?
I don't think guidance works on saving throws, does it?
Yes, it says it's just ability check.
Just ability check.
I think guidance that
You have
you should be casting that more.
Ram's ability. You have access to that?
So it sounds like Bless is your friend today.
Alright.
So you guys prepare the Wolfsbane. Lavinia does, obviously. And, you know, it's late at night.
I can also do resistance, right? Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice.
There you go.
Can we do blessing and resistance?
Sure.
2d4 then?
You have resistance ready.
Oh, not on this one. No. Dang it.
Okay, so resistance isn't ready. Bless is ready, though.
Alright. You guys ready? Yes.
There we go.
13 plus, it's con, right?
It's con.
So 15.
15 does not make it.
What's beyond your charisma bonus you were saying?
Don't think so. Should I be? As a what? Alan?
Probably. Is it on the 6 feet show?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess you'll have to look that up. I don't think it would have mattered for your first 3 attempts, though, because it was a 1, 2, and
No.
a 3. So in succession.
So this would actually be 19 though.
Page 82 for Paladin.
82?
Yep.
It's 85 for roll prediction. Whenever you are a friendly creature within 10 feet, you must make a saving throw with the creature gains a bonus. The saving throw is equal to your charisma modifier.
Is he that tradition?
It's a basic paladin.
Oh, it's a basic spell.
Yeah, all paladins get that.
Ooh. Bowden doesn't even know how powerful he is.
I didn't know. See, this is because we've been leveling up so fast, I haven't. Okay, so that, with that.
Don't you make excuses.
No, I'm not,
All
no
these-
excuses, I'm
All
explaining.
these saves go up like that.
Wow.
Okay, so that would be actually 19 total then.
Well, then your curse has been lifted. Although you do take another level of exhaustion. So you have 3 levels of exhaustion now due to trying to fight off the lycanthropy.
I may have to wear the mask just.
So
Where's the mask at?
It's in my bag.
Oh.
It's what could have been.
We don't have to stab you with silver weapons now.
Beat with silver,
We don't have to.
So I am. Do all my
silver
things?
crowbars.
All of them?
All of it.
Huh?
Yeah, but it's a 10-foot aura around you, so everybody would.
They're just so inspiring. Now, the other thing that happened last week was Hagmar had another episode.
Them together.
Yep.
Hagmar's latest episode was significantly bad. Right now, Hagmar seems very distant and aloof. Doesn't seem to be paying much attention to his surroundings, and he's kind of got that 1,000-yard stare going on, where he's just kind of looking through things and doesn't seem to be paying much attention.
What's up, buddy? Turn that frown upside down.
Because he knows he's dying soon.
So, do you guys want to then retire to the Odiugs then? Or is there anything you want to do in town? Obviously, you probably took an hour dealing with Bowden's issues, getting the Wolfsbane brewed up and ready to go.
It's like midnight.
So I get
It's probably like 10 o'clock at night.
So I get pluses.
That was. Let's go tie Hagmar up and.
Next time
Wait.
bonus.
I get
Games
tonight?
so everyone within
Huh?
10 feet of Bowden
Run games
gets.
tonight?
Games?
The pit?
Strangely, no.
So
Everything's quiet now at the pit right now.
everyone within 10 feet of Bowden gets how much? Do they get the
This
initiative?
charisma modifier. You want to snuggle with Bowden tonight?
Yes.
Are we gonna tie him up together, spoon style?
Yes.
No, we're gonna.
Who's the little
We're gonna tell him that you get tied up and then I'll sleep next to you and then I'm going in another room.
No.
What's the vote?
Bowden, you want to snuggle with Hagmar
I
tonight?
get +6.
I do not want to snuggle with him, but I will sleep within 10 feet of him.
Okay. So what's the bonus?
+6.
+4.
+4
And I have +2, so it'll be +6.
for your wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is what's his name? We're still keeping the kids in that hotel, right?
You still have another.
Well, you
plus.
paid for a week's stay at the.
Would that help you
youth
with my
school.
rules?
What's his name?
Yeah, it's had to be for the saving throw.
You think you can bless me so I
I
can?
mean, obviously, you guys have been gone a couple days, and nothing bad has happened to any of the kids at that time.
Most quarter damage.
Who are you gonna ask?
If we just go to bed, just bless before I go to bed, then I would get plus
Where are we at?
at least +6.
You're at Odious.
Oh, I would ask that guy.
What are you gonna ask him where he got the sword?
No.
Is Gibbon still watching the kids?
Who?
Wasn't it Gibbon?
Is he working here?
Gibbs?
Gibbs?
Gibbon is the guy they're hunting for.
Gibbs then. No. We tossed him the canoe and said, "Go to town."
Gromley?
Gromley. Was Gromley still watching the kids for us?
Not so much. He thought it was over since you guys found out that Gordaz was a murderer.
Well, we didn't tell anybody that.
Petra.
No, you only fought out on the island in front of everyone.
Petra. That's what it was.
Who?
Petra.
Petcha?
Yeah, we're at Odeo.
My Lord Trajan has been rather irritable lately. He's made a number of visits to Fusty Lugs, but has returned soon after in a much worse mood. But I have not spoken to him.
Has he been looking for me?
Well, he hasn't asked about you, sir.
Okay.
At least not that I'm aware of. Should I tell him you were looking for him?
Yeah, I'll leave that to you.
Oh, very good.
People need to rest. I sure do.
So you guys want to go gather up the kids? They're just out and about town right now.
At midnight? What
Ten.
are the kids doing? Streetlights are on. Time to be home.
They are home.
Live underneath the docks.
They're everywhere.
I thought they were turning Fusty Lugs into a war.
Yeah, let's round them up because I think we need to talk to see if.
We
anything's
were only
been
going
on.
for a day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a couple days.
Is her name Serena? No.
Saphira?
So
A
we're
kid.
Oh, Sabrina.
Oh, Sabina?
Yeah, Sabina Gray.
Yeah, she vanished.
But we need to
She's
round
still
up the kids
vanished?
and see if anybody's seen her or knows anything.
Where do you
about
want to
her.
go look for the kids?
You said they're just running around outside.
Well, I mean, they're in town somewhere.
Start down Skid Row and
Check on the banks under the docks.
Take a peek underneath.
Okay. You want to try to crawl under there?
No. Not as a
I
dwarf.
mean, the docks run
Heavy
all
plate,
over
no.
Are
town.
we holding you over the docks by your feet?
No,
No,
that'll anger me.
you wouldn't like what he's saying.
He's got those curly shoes, and they act as hooks. You know, like hooking at the edge of the dock.
I can swing down there. If we don't find them.
Where do you guys want to look?
Let's start down at the Fisherman's Wharf.
Okay.
All
It's late, so that place is all buttoned up.
the way down to the item and back up from there.
Yeah, go down to Skid Row, that's usually where they're at, so.
Okay. Well, most of the folks on Skid Row, they're doing what they normally do on a nightly basis. They've kind of come together. There's a big bonfire roaring. They're sitting around. As always, it's a pretty tight-knit community, but as always, there's that one dwarf that kind of keeps his distance from the rest of them. You move back up onto the docks, and of course they haven't seen any of the kids.
Is Rye been seen?
Huh?
Has Rye been seen?
Rye?
Yeah. I don't know if we've heard anything about him since we cured him.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
What if that lady saw the hag?
Dan.
Yeah,
Nan's there,
Yeah.
but she's her oblivious self.
She's checked out.
Tano?
She checked out a while.
Tano,
Yeah.
he's there. You still hate him?
Yeah. Him and his goddess of love.
Otherus is in his cabin.
Trying to figure out who's not there.
Seems to be the game we're playing.
So sitting around the bonfire, you'll see Gelkus and his wife Pimin, who you met previously, Tano, Tilly Drabardi, who's the dwarf who's married to Rye. Rye was the sickly fellow. Nan is there, but mostly they lead Nan wherever she goes, you know. And then kind of off by himself, there's a dwarf, that dark-haired, really filthy pigpen style dwarf.
That we haven't talked to yet.
Yeah. And then,
That's not Gromley, is it?
no, Gromley back at Ragabrashes.
Is that where they stay? So?
Well, they have there's the forge, and then next door is the actual shop, and their home is connected to the shop.
Oh, okay.
I'll go talk to the dwarf.
All right.
What's up, brother dwarf?
He kind of looks at you, he picks his nose, scratches himself a little. He's like, you got anything to eat? His beard is just a gnarled, matted mess. There's mud in it. You can see that he's got a number of wounds that have healed over time. He doesn't wear a shirt, but it's warm out, you know. The fog is pretty heavy.
I'll hand him a ration.
You got anything better?
Not on me.
Okay. He starts eating it.
I'll give him a gold piece. Get yourself some food at the Fisherman's Wharf when they open in the morning.
All right. Smiles. His teeth are brown and black. This is good. This is good stuff.
So what brings you to the Blightmore?
Opportunity, obviously.
And how'd you end up there? It doesn't look like there's much opportunity for you down here on the skids.
Oh, this is great. This is great. Can't you see it? This is great. No one lives like this. Tell you, no one. Freedom.
Does he look like he's in need of healing? At all?
He's a mess, and he stinks really bad. kind of a mix of body odor and dead fish.
That's free.
So what do you do for a living?
I live free. I don't work for anyone. I don't answer to anyone. Least of all you. And he pokes you in the chest.
I'm not trying to boss you around or anything. I'm just trying to help you out.
Asking questions.
Okay.
Just trying to learn from your example.
He kind of blows his nose out the side, and a big loogie lands on the floor, or lands on the ground next to you.
Hmm.
Eat it. Stab his down the
Ace.
Okay.
Then he grabs you around the shoulders, and he points, like puts his finger right next to your eyes so that he can point. And he points at man, and he says, "You see that one?" Gets up in your ear. She knows. And he's holding on to your ear. She knows. He lets go.
What does she know?
Everything.
She's something more than she appears to be?
She certainly is.
Hmm. Have you seen her change form?
He looks around. He goes, no, you won't trick me like that. He goes back to eating that ration.
Alright. Alrighty, buddy. Well, you get some food in the morning and take care of yourself. I'm gonna go back to the group and
All right.
tell them
What transpired?
is.
Okay.
Hey guys, this guy's acts a little crazy, but he says that Nan sees everything.
Do you have a witch mark on him?
Detect thoughts.
On the
Crazy
crazy
guy or Nan?
Yeah, you want to go do a little detect thoughts on this guy?
I
How far away can you do this from?
Let me see Flair's handbook, Josh.
my sight. It's only sight at least.
Yeah, I don't think he has to get that close to him.
I think it's probably 30 or 60 feet, is my guess.
But it's still just the chance of him knowing. You can't detect
Only if he
one
tries to dive into the brain.
Yeah, at first they don't know.
Like he can read surface thoughts.
Come on, Thunder Grease.
Brain self.
I like rations.
To self.
Well, that's read the description of the spell. Detect thoughts. Yeah, you got to cast it on yourself, but 30 feet of you.
Do you want to get him to detect thoughts and then go back and ask if she's changed form again? See if that's part of it?
I have 2 detect thoughts ready.
Well, you have how many second level spells?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to use Shatter or Scorching Ray.
Let's just,
You need to burn through those before you get possessed tonight.
yeah.
Get rid of all your third level spells before you get possessed. Just put on a fireworks show.
Look at this fireball.
I do have 1 fireball ready.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
We put it out in your mouth anyway, so.
Yeah. No verbal components for you.
Is fireball a verbal component?
I thought it was Gordaz's sock.
It's both.
Shh, we don't tell him that.
Again.
Ugh.
Or his cod piece.
No, nobody will touch it.
Not even Gordaz.
It's bad.
Well lived there. It's never going wrong.
So do you want to try to detect thoughts on this strange fellow?
Yes.
Yeah, just
We have seen him before, though, right? Like
He's been around. He's never really been part, like, when you guys first came to the Skid Row, he kept his distance away from everybody, including the Skid Row. And even now, he doesn't come too close to the others.
Can you tell what kind of dwarf he is?
He is a
Filthy one.
filthy, dirty dwarf. Yeah. It looks like he's a hill dwarf.
I figured as much. Well,
Hey.
what else would you like that?
His long black beard is matted into muddy dreadlocks.
Alright, so
Smells of incense.
Let's cast Detect Dots on this fella.
So I'll stand there looking like him and I were talking and he can do his thing.
Okay. So what do you want to say to him?
Oh, he's gonna cast.
Right, he's gonna cast a spell.
Yeah, just look like we're standing there.
Oh, well, he's sitting there eating. He's like, oh, this tastes like shit.
Well, you go talk to him.
Here, I'll hand you a crab cake to give him.
Alright, I'll go back.
Crab cakes.
They're like a week old.
dry
I buy
aged.
4 or 5 every time we
Oh, okay, so
go
these
Yeah,
are.
but you guys haven't
these
been
aren't
back
like
in
the
town.
original
You guys haven't
crab
been back in
cakes.
town in several days, though.
couple
Like
days.
jerky crab cakes.
I keep feeding there for Hankmar. Have a crab cake and shut up.
Go talk to
Alright,
him.
so I'll go back and, hey, I found some more food. I got a crab cake for
He
you.
snatches it out of your hand and he starts eating it.
Hey, there's more food coming.
What else you got?
Well, tomorrow I gave you a gold piece to go get some food from.
That's tomorrow. I'm hungry now.
Oh, there you go.
It's a freaking dwarf.
You have to talk to him about the.
Now I got a bottle of Screaming Dwarf, but it's poison.
Here, have some of this.
I can give him. I got a Black Fang. Or Black Lotus.
You want to give him some Black Lotus?
Oh yeah, there's.
That's where his teeth
We're
went.
gonna take a sandwich.
Hankmar
No.
goes nuts just from the thoughts that he's.
Yeah, that's all the food I got on me.
Sees the universe.
Our party just got back from the swamp, so.
So you have more than a gold, right? And he's chewing on the crab cake.
Not really.
Well, that'll get you a couple of days worth of food.
What then, though?
Well, hopefully you'll find a job to earn more money.
That sounds like slavery to me. I'm a free man.
Okay. So how do you live out here without any job?
I don't have to pay anything to anyone. Josh, you see in his mind that he's a thief. He just steals from people.
Oh, that's not a good kind of work.
There's a good kind of
Maybe he's a rogue.
The spirit of the world.
In fact, you can tell that his most frequent targets are the other people on Skid Row.
Oh.
Of course, you don't know this yet.
Right.
Well, you know, what are you gonna ask me about now?
So, have you ever seen anybody change form around here?
Change form?
Yeah,
What's that supposed to be?
They're not what they appear to be.
And Josh, the guy's in his head, you can kind of envision him thinking to himself, won't this guy give up? I'm tired of this.
I'm gonna ask, have you seen any unusual activities?
Unusual activities. And Josh, in his brain, you hear him say, "You mean other than a green hag being killed in town?"
Do you know of, well, well, the children disappeared. Do you know where the children are at?
You mean the ones your friend killed? I think you buried them somewhere, right?
No, do you know where the ones that are still alive are at right now?
Oh,
How did he know our friend killed
because you guys had a big fight right on Skid Row, the
Oh.
south end of the island.
Yeah.
him? Well, I didn't know if he knew why we were fighting.
In fact, that was his hut is actually closest to the point where you guys fought.
We
So
probably
basically,
rolled
we fought in
through
his
it.
front yard.
Yeah.
We rolled through his hut and destroyed it.
Domestic disturbance.
And now over there, pretty smart.
So I'm gonna give him 5 more gold.
Oh, yeah.
No, I haven't over yet.
Oh,
This is, keep us informed. If you see of any unusual activities.
he gets real close. I see everything. And he points to his eye.
Okay.
And Josh, you get the impression that there's something else about this guy based on his surface thoughts that is still hidden.
I think I'll try.
Like he keeps talking about how free he is. But there's like this reoccurring image in his surface thoughts of somebody he serves for sure.
I'll try to probe deeper.
But you're gonna give him the saving throw?
Yeah, DC 15, I believe.
DC 15. All right.
It's got a +2.
Hawkrot. His name's Hawkrot Gravedigger, by the way.
Just for that?
Rock?
Hawkrot, H-O-K, Rot, Gravedigger.
Oh, I'll write that down.
Josh, he goes, ah, get out of my head! And you dig in to his brain, to his thoughts.
He said that out loud or mentally?
He yells it out loud.
I say, shush, you fool.
And Josh, you quickly realize that he serves the hags.
Are people watching us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where are we?
Do I know anything else?
Where are we?
Um,
Village map.
Is anybody
Isn't that hallway?
He starts writhing around as you probe his mind. You know that
We're on.
his role here was actually to spy on the other hag agents in town to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And none of the other hag agents even realized he was an agent.
Is any of the party members right by me?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell that right next to the person.
You're all there, right? You guys were all
I'm
together.
gonna whisper that. I'm gonna whisper that in there.
Are you gonna tell me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Can
Get away! Get away from me! He yells.
let's kind of drag him off away from the.
Well, the rest of the group gets up. There's all this commotion, and they're, what's going on? And Hawkrock kind of scrambles to his feet. And he's clutching his head.
Bagmore?
They're in my brain! He yells.
Which other agents are he was watching?
Which agent was he watching?
Like Hedy Roma, Jibin Bahari, Green.
Is that all I know?
Yeah.
Let me read. Can I probe even deeper?
You want to dig in
1 second.
like a tick?
Yep.
Buy him some tentacles to wear on his face.
Well, let's see. Okay.
Hey guys, let's kind of push this guy back away from the other group.
So the group is getting up. Like, what's going on?
Want to tell him that we got this? Somebody?
Guess they don't.
This one is linked to the murder of the children, and he's taking care of that.
How do you know?
We have ways and means.
I thought it was you.
It wasn't me.
Oh, we all saw it was the ghost. But how do you know he's involved?
Like I said, we have ways and means.
He's a weird fellow, but
Yeah.
no, he points at Hot Rod.
I can only probe deeper once.
All right.
So that's all I know, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I just.
Then can he still detect thoughts if I ask more questions?
Yes.
Who are the other hags?
He's just screaming, "Get out of my head! Get out of my head!" Clutching his hair, and he's screaming and shaking his head.
The other agents.
Who's the other agents?
And he just continues screaming.
Does anything pop in his head? So
Just a repeated, "Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out!"
I think I'm just gonna. I think that's.
I'm going to take one of my hand axes
Does he have any
and intimidate. Try to intimidate.
You might want to let Hagman get out of there too.
16.
All right. All right. Well, he continues screaming and ignores you. So I assume you're kind of like blocking his way,
Can you
right?
try to
Yes.
intimidate him? Because you have
Well, I don't think it would, while you're in his head and he's screaming, "Get out of my head," I don't think he's gonna be.
Yeah, I think I'll just probably just end the spell.
Okay. You end the spell. Of course, he's aware that the spell is over, and he tries to run.
Someone grab him.
Grab him.
Well, I'm gonna grab him.
All right, make your athletics check.
Athletics is 22.
If you fail, I can just cast haste on you.
All right. Well, he gets a 23 on his check, and he begins to scramble out into the swamp.
I'll go after him.
I will cast haste on Byron.
Okay.
We need it.
Well, Mitch probably would be better on Mitch than mine.
Mitch Bean, you are hastened, so you immediately catch up to him. Do you want to try to grab him?
Yeah, I'm grappling.
All right, make your check. Oh, you get advantage then if you have the grappling feet.
Apparently the water is not doing me good. 13.
All right, so he fends you off, and he just starts slogging out into the swamp.
I'll go at him again.
All right.
Fireball.
That one's a 24.
All right, so you grab him and put him in a half Nelson. He's screaming.
Chicken wing.
No!
I run out
No!
there to assist him.
No!
Start dragging him back.
All right.
I run out to assist him.
So you start dragging him back, and of course he's kind of like arching his back like a little kid, you know.
Do not make me stun you.
Don't make me kill you.
Don't tase me, bro.
And he's just completely irrational, just flailing
Who has
about.
the rope?
Is there a
Time out
crowd
with the rope.
forming or anything?
Yeah, all Skid Row's there.
I know the
There's
rope.
probably 15, 20 people standing there.
Kids showing up?
No kids.
Someone should tie him up with the rope.
I'm gonna check under the docks, see if there's anybody down there.
Okay.
I guess we'll start tying him up.
All right. So you bind him.
Let's, since it's pretty quiet in the town,
Yeah.
let's take him to,
The muck spout.
Muckspout, that's it.
Take him to the pit.
Yeah, actually, let's go to the pit. We
No,
can throw him
The
down there.
pit's closed right now.
No, let's go with Muck Spot.
Let's go to the Muckspout.
All right. So you guys head on over to the muck spout. You check underneath the docks. You don't find the kids under there, even as you squirrel around.
Can you sign them anything?
No, I mean,
Like they were there, but then they left, or struggles, or
a lot of their personal possessions are gone.
it's like they may have skipped town.
Maybe.
Maybe they're at Fussy Legs.
I doubt that. Kids won't be there.
I thought it's an orphanage.
Oh, yeah. Something like a day.
Okay, so you guys show up in Muck Spout. There's just a handful of pirates in there. There's hardly anyone in there. Lash is there, and Shifty's there, and Natalia from Fussy Legs is there.
We'll, I'll whisper in his ear, if you don't quit your screaming, I'm gonna turn you over to the Lash, because we know how much he likes hags and their agents.
And he doesn't even listen. He just keeps screaming and frothing.
I guess we.
And Lash just stands up and goes, "What's this?"
He's an agent of the hags.
Lash walks over to him, kneels down, takes a look at him. He pulls out his sword and just starts wailing on him with his sword. And he doesn't stop.
All right, we'll have to stop.
It's a weird way of questioning you.
I'll
So the first attack actually crits.
well, I guess he won't be spying on the village anymore.
Whoa, one off of max damage.
So, speak with
So that's
It's decapitated.
27 points of damage on the first attack. And he doesn't show, I mean, he's like completely emotionless. He just, without even hesitating, he sat up, pulled out his sword, and just started hacking into him.
All right, I'll have to get between him and the other dwarf.
So what do you want to do?
take the hit
Well, you'll have to make some sort of grapple check to get.
in between.
Yeah.
So what do I need to roll?
Athletics.
Athletics.
17.
He whooped you.
All right.
Anyone else gonna do anything? Or are you?
Yeah, I'll step
Yeah.
up and grab the sword arm or
Grab
something.
Hit on the button.
Oh,
26.
I got 28.
Ooh.
I cast command on Lash and tell him to stop.
Okay. Is that a wisdom save?
I think so.
Oh dear.
Yeah, wisdom. 15 instead.
All right, that's an actual 20.
Okay, he doesn't stop.
What die are you rolling back there?
This one?
It's a weighted one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it critical?
No, thank you, critical dice.
Critical dice aren't here. They're back at the shop.
Should we do a quick throw out to our Puerto Rican friends?
We'll go for another grab.
All right. Well, he's gonna get another attack.
Stop.
He's gonna get to be able to attack first.
Okay.
He'll get
Yell
his
at
2
him to
attacks this
stop.
round.
Stop, you're killing him.
He hit twice.
Great. So he's dead.
And Hawkrot is no longer moving at this point.
All right, I'll cast.
Probably okay.
Yep.
Cast speak with him on Tuesday.
Basically.
Not gonna want to stop that, so.
I'll cast Spare the Dying
Okay.
immediately.
Isn't that cost one?
No.
No, that just stabilizes him. That's a cantrip.
Anyone else gonna do anything?
I'm gonna try and
I
restrain him.
don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried grappling, but I had a 10.
21.
Is Gibbs here?
You don't see him here now. Oh, that would have been a natural 20. It was cocked. So that's 18. You got a 10?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Beating for what?
I got disadvantage, but I'll give it a shot.
So you got what, a 21?
No, natural 20 or a 1.
I think you got a 1.
All right, I'll
I'll
cast.
say Lash. He might know. He might know stuff.
You gotta persuade him.
About the hags.
Okay.
Come on, Grayson.
5.
Your persuade a 5. Your persuasion was not convincing.
He might know stuff.
He used to know
I'm
stuff
gonna
before he
cast
died.
Cure Wounds on our dirtbag little thing.
Alright.
He gets 12.
And Lash spins around. He's like, what is your problem? He needs to die.
He wants
Yes,
to
he
be
needs to die,
questioned.
but
He
we
needs to
need
be
answers
questioned first.
You-
We need to know who
No,
the
no.
other.
I give you 5 minutes and he storms upstairs.
I'm gonna say we need to know
Yes,
the
both
other.
of you would say that. Shifty stay here?
No, she follows him.
All right, so we got 5 minutes.
You want to know the truth?
So Hawkrot's sitting there and he's kind of like in a daze after just taking an absolute pummeling. And it's more than a pummeling. I mean, he got run through 3 times by a flaming sword.
Yeah, you should probably cast his Zone of Truth.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So at least his wounds are cauterized.
Yeah, his wounds are cauterized.
I'll ask if there's a Zone of Truth
He's
on,
still
and
plugged.
Do you want to go?
I'll ask him if there's any other
Cellar.
hags.
Take him down to the cellar.
Keep him away
To
from.
the old Gree Han.
I'll ask if there's any other hag agents if there's a Zone of Truth around them.
Okay. Are you doing the Zone of Truth now?
Yeah.
Are we gonna go down to the basement?
Well, wherever we decide to stay.
Are
Gonna
the
do
pirates
this
still
in
hanging
Grady's.
around?
There's a few, and they're like, whoa, this is awesome.
Yeah, let's take him down in case there's other agents in the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can find them here if there are, though.
Yeah.
Because if there's other agents in the room and we can prove it, Lash is not going to be happy with them being there either.
All right.
Yeah, but we might not want to let them know that we know.
Where's the seat?
That's true.
Why you ask?
Because it says,
We don't want them to know we got it.
He is.
Right.
So they won't know we're about in 10 minutes. If we go down and send them a fire.
Nah. It'll stay in.
Yeah, he said he only had 5 minutes, so I think we should do it here.
All right.
Figures do it in the room here.
Yeah.
All right. So he's all tied up. He's got covered in his own blood at this point. And he looks up and he goes, "Why should I tell you anything? He's gonna kill me no matter what."
Not if we're done talking and we leave with you before the 5 minutes is up.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
You
You're not gonna risk your position here.
Try and intimidate. Tell us what we want to know, or we'll find other ways to kill you slowly and painfully.
Oh.
Ooh, 24.
Alright.
Natural 20.
I don't got nothing to tell you. There ain't no one left.
We don't believe you.
Well, you got a zone of truth.
I don't believe you.
So you're the last agent.
Go
Tell the
confidence
real
my own
truth.
spell.
They're all dead.
And I guess you'll be the last one to go.
Do you have it?
No.
Well, I thought you said you started. I'm like, oh shit.
He's dead.
Are there others not in town?
The other what?
Are there other agents not in town right now?
I don't know. There are. I don't know about them.
What were you supposed to do? What were you in town for?
I was here to make sure no one got too ambitious.
What if that happened? What were you supposed to?
We're supposed to report back.
Wow.
Who did you report to? Or who would you?
And he says this charm around my neck, and it's kind of hidden by his dreadlock beard, but he's got this black onyx charm around his neck.
What's this charm do?
It talks to them.
Does it allow you to get through without
They
setting
can
off the alarm?
see you now. He laughs at you.
So it must be a scrying.
Where is Shogria?
I rip it off and shove it up under his shorts. Say, "See this?"
Put in the going club. I'm mindful of that.
You hear a faint screaming coming from the swamp.
What did, the question is what did he mean by, he said that the girl in the skids could see
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
everything. Isn't that what he told you?
What's that?
That woman in the skids could see everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you
She sees
say
everything.
that the woman is skids?
I said she saw everything, not see everything.
Why?
Because she saw her.
Saw who?
She saw the hag lich. You guys know that.
Yeah.
Where did she see that?
Is she an agent?
She an agent. She's a crazy old fool.
That was the lady that was
You should talk about
abducted.
that. Like,
How do you get to the hag's lair without setting off any alarms?
How? I've never been there.
And how'd they recruit you?
They came to me. Where? Here.
Who came up to you?
A hag.
which one?
Night hag.
What did they offer you or threaten you with?
They didn't offer me nothing but revenge.
Revenge for what?
I came here to join the gangs. They wouldn't let me join.
Why wouldn't they let you join?
They thought I was skimming from the loot. And I might have been, but I didn't have to go that far.
Do you have any loot hidden somewhere?
I got a gold piece.
I'm gonna take
You
that.
had it, yeah.
You won't need
Hey,
it.
that's mine!
You won't need it in more than 5 minutes.
Yes. Well, he said he was meeting the hags. Where were you meeting them at?
I wasn't meeting them. They met me here once.
Were
How do
they?
you relay
After I got
information?
took my beating from the gang.
For his charm.
Did they?
Right.
Did they approach you? Were they in hag form, or were they?
Yeah, well, eventually, it's a lady named Sinfoy. She's an ugly old lady. Black and blue skin, black hair, warts all over her face.
Oh, sounds like a beauty queen.
I guess your minutes are numbered.
And it's been about 5 when the door opens upstairs.
Do you know,
And you can hear the heavy footsteps.
Do you know the name of the other one?
I don't know the other ones. I only ever met Sinfoy.
do you know, what Mercy Went's using as an anchor?
Who?
So probably not.
Okay.
What's the ghost how's the ghost staying on this plane?
What ghost?
The one that killed the children.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
How's your charm work? Is it just scrying on us?
Lash is at the bottom of the stairs, sword in hand. It's about 5 seconds from you. All you see, Hawk Roddy looks at Lash, just starts laughing. He goes, "Ah, there's the plaything now." And then Lash plunges his sword into Hawk Rod's chest. That's what we do with agents of hags around here.
Well, I guess we're done questioning him.
Yes.
But they're still scrying on us. Can I smash this thing?
You want to try?
Does anyone have dispel magic?
Says the wizard.
Says the wizard.
I have a counter spell.
And have you used it yet? But how many times have the spell magic?
We don't talk about that.
How many times have we needed
Who wants
that?
to try to smash the charm?
Just toss in the swamp or something.
We can always just
Yeah.
toss the charm in the swamp.
I'll give it. No, I don't want to give it to Lash.
Can we roll Arcana to see how it works? Or if we know how it works?
You could, if you identified it, maybe.
Can you reverse scribe?
Yeah, I was thinking that, see if we can
Yeah.
see through it.
Scrying works.
I can cast identify on it. I can ritual cast.
You want a ritual cast identify?
I can just cast it. I have some first level spells left.
Alright, so you identify the charm. And it's basically a focus that can be scryed upon. It's similar as a scry spell. So in other words, they would see the individual that's wearing the charm as well as the surround.
Can I scry through it?
No,
Okay.
because you need to scry upon something.
How do I destroy it?
Smash it. Do you want to have a hammer or something?
Yeah, he has a crowbar.
I've got a hammer, but it's an attack roll.
No, you just put it down and you smash it. It shatters into a bunch of pieces.
I'll do it.
Could get shattered.
But hold on.
Oh.
What if the shatter or smash it into a bunch of pieces? All the pieces are scryable.
Would I know that?
It's not likely.
Would I know that?
Take it out and throw it in the river.
Why don't you take it out, smash it, and throw the pieces in the river?
Why don't I just smash it here and it'll be smashed?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
And then they can scry on the.
You can scry on
bar.
the fish if we want to throw it out there, but I think we ought to smash it and try to break the spell anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So they'll be spying on the bar or scrying on the bar anyway.
Take the
Pieces are here.
take the warhammer and just beat the hell out of it.
Alright, so you guys want to head back to Odiad's then? Or do you guys have any other stops?
That's
When we got back, did we stop at Flubberworks to convert the fish?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
You go to Fusty Lugs. See some pianos, models there.
So you gonna head over to Fusty Lugs? Well, that's one thing that you noted was that Natalia was at the Mug Spout. And when you head over to Fusty Lugs, there are no patrons there. The door is closed. Normally stands open. And there's only a few lights on inside. It's late, obviously. Anyway.
The girls still there? Majority of them.
Yeah, the other girls are there. Natalia is the only one that really kind of embraced that life, you know. But the kids are they're sleeping at this point.
So that's been
So
true.
we know where the kids are.
Is Sabina there too?
Sabina's not there. They don't know where she went.
Did you go?
Check on the kids, make sure that they're all actually the kids and
Through Wetfoots?
You want to go check on all of them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, they're all the kids. Patrin, twins.
Did you give one of the teddy bears? Lance?
Yeah. They got all.
Well, all but
Well. Well, no, actually, I just handed out enough teddy bears to give them to all the kids, so that was.
He's
all
got
right.
some for himself to sleep with.
Become part of his teddy bear.
So I'll give them a teddy bear for the ones that don't have one.
Okay.
Hagmar's getting one stuffed in his face.
So you guys gonna head back to Odia's then rest?
Yes.
Alright. So you're gonna tie up Hagmar tonight, huh?
Yes.
Are you gonna sleep in the same room as him?
And can you cast Bless?
Yeah.
Bless will wear off though.
But won't I just...
You don't know at what point she's gonna start her doing her thing.
I'll
I think we ought to start doubling up our
I'll let him
guard.
sleep
Yeah.
under my bed. That'd be what
Okay, so you're gonna tie him up and slip him under your bed.
I think we ought to double our guard up too.
Yeah, because...
You guys gonna keep watch then?
Yes.
Okay. Who's gonna take first watch?
Should we go...
I'll take first watch.
Yeah. Two dwarf.
Yeah.
I'll take the last.
Whoops. Alright. So, who are the two dwarves? The two? Roll a d4 for me. That's... Alright. You guys are startled by such a guttural, primeval shriek that you've ever heard coming from Hagmar's room.
Thought we were in Hagmar's room.
Are you guys all? I thought you guys had them separate.
We're watching mostly for him.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Everyone's keeping watching his.
All right. Well, he begins to thrash about. Apparently, the hold from the hags is such down that you don't even get a saving throw.
That sounds like cheating.
Needs more sucks in his mouth, I guess.
Double the knot in the rope.
And he begins to thrash about. Josh,
But,
roll a d20 and add 5.
ooh, that would be 22.
And he snaps free of the ropes. And he spins around and he's got the gag in his mouth still. He pulls it down. He shrieks, "Stags! Stags are here!" Josh, what's your most damaging spell?
I have opened a second, or Scorching Ray, or a second level magic missile.
You have a fireball left?
No. I cast Haste on him.
Oh, that's right. All right, do a scorching ray at let's see, one of the dwarves here.
What's the damage?
That's its lance.
Should be.
2d6 per ray. You get 3 rays.
Yep.
So he's like, "The hags are here!" And he starts. The ropes are dangling from his wrists,
Gotta
and he's
roll
just
ahead.
snapped.
Yeah.
And he seems like just
So I
in a
get
panic.
8.
And as he's doing this, you can see wounds are beginning to open up in his flesh. Claw marks and bite marks.
Edge, you
What's
dummy.
your roll class? What is?
It's lance.
21.
So he hit you once. 2d6.
For 11.
What do you do, Lord as?
I'm gonna try and tackle him down in rage.
Alright. Josh, you seem to have superhuman strength right now. And your athletics is now plus 5 instead of minus 2.
The steroids are working. 11.
You get 23.
Alright, so Gordaz tackles you and has you in a grapple. What do you do?
Try to tie him back up.
Alright, make another grapple check. And if you could do it successfully, you could tie him back up.
24.
That's what is that? Dexterity?
Athletics.
Athletics. 14.
14. And what'd you get, Josh?
15.
Alright, so you're still struggling. You're not able to get the ropes around him. Josh, you can what
Yeah, that was
spells do
15
you have
total.
left?
That was 15 total. Then.
Yeah.
Magic Missile, Featherfall, Identify, Shield. I only have
Alright.
first level spells left.
So magic missile, which one do you want a magic missile?
Gordaz. I'm sharing.
It's 3d4s.
I'm sharing.
It's, and he keeps
6,
shrieking.
7, 8, 9, 10.
He keeps shrieking about hags.
I have one spell left.
All right, make your grapples.
Where are they? Where are the hags?
Stop mocking me, hags! Leave me alone! Do you have the grappler feet? Okay. I'll bring that.
10.
By this time, everyone's awake.
I got a 24.
Did you buy one?
I do what I want.
All right, so what do the rest of you do? What do you do, Byron?
I'm gonna run in, the magic rope.
A rope of climbing?
Yeah.
Who's got the rope of climbing?
Probably what we should have used to tie him up with. So
Actually, I
I'll
think I got it.
activate it.
Who's got it?
I got
He
it.
said he's got it.
Oh.
Activate it,
Crap, should have tied him up.
and I'll jump on the grapple pile.
All right. You enter the grapple. Now, you have the ability to pin because you have the
Yes.
grappler feet.
Strong pile on the wizard.
Oh, so that's only a 21.
All right, Josh, make your counter grapple against Mitch.
9.
Okay, so Mitch is in the grapple. So there's one guy's got him in an arm bar, one guy's got him in a leg lock, and you're trying to tie him up.
Okay.
So you want to command the rope
I'm
to
gonna
knot?
command the magic rope to knot around his arms and feet.
All right, so you begin to wrap it around him, and then you command it to knot, and it cinches down around him.
And then
Looks like a pork roast getting ready to go in the oven.
And he begins to shriek, "Help me! Help me!"
where do you see the hags?
And he
Where are
looks
they?
at you, and he begins to just shriek as though he sees the hags in your face.
All of us look like hags to him.
We're not the hags. We're here to help you.
I'll roll him on his
We're your
side.
friends.
And he's looking at you, and you literally see, almost like a zipper being pulled down, this wound opening up in his face, like something's dragging a claw down his face.
Walk in and punch him in the face as hard as I can to knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just turning him on his side, and I was gonna punch him in the back of the head.
I'm gonna cast another Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
I mean, is he?
All right, make your attack roll, Bill. Mal Havoc.
I think we should bring it, some months down and tell Ashley he's an ag agent.
You have advantage because he's bound.
Yeah.
What's it plus?
It's your melee attack.
You hit.
18 plus.
Yeah, my.
All right,
my,
so you punched him in the
Five.
face. Do your D3 plus your strength bonus.
My AC is 16.
Actually, it's either strength or dex, whichever one you want.
So, 10.
10 points of damage. He connects flush. Gosh.
I was trying to knock him out, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that.
Mitch? Scott? Bowden?
You want me to pin him?
I still have one spell.
Well, he's tied up.
Yeah, well, you can pin him still, though.
Yeah.
What's the advantage of that?
And he's pinned, he can't do anything. He can't struggle, he can't get up and run all the
Oh,
time.
I can stun him.
You want to try to stun him?
That's a one. That'll stun him for a round.
Gag him off.
No, there's a 25 to hit.
All right. Josh, make your,
that
is it a
barely-
con save?
Yep.
Con save, Josh.
8.
So he's stunned.
Yep. And he took 8 points of damage.
All right.
That'll be at.
So at this point, you can put the gag back in his
16.
mouth, and he can't cast spells. All he can do is kind of shriek and flail about, convinced that you guys are all hags trying to do him harm. Only
gonna
it's
be
clear. It's clear that there's something raking their claws and biting him. These wounds are opening up before your very eyes.
He's only going to get worse the longer.
Yeah, we need to go out there and take care of these guys.
What's
And does
how much
anyone-
damage did you take?
A lot. 23.
If he does that when we're out there in the middle of nowhere, that's a good mess.
Yep.
I get to
The
add my
problem is it's going to get
uh,
worse.
spell
every
spell
night.
bonus. Is that per level?
I,
Or is it
It's
just
just your spell
for the
bonus.
spell? Okay.
I would like to cast Sanctuary on Hagrid.
12.
Okay.
12 cure wounds.
Sadly, as you had learned before, the witch's mark allows a direct conduit for the hags to reach him.
You rub the mark off.
Sandpaper.
That evening,
Should've just
Hagmark
skin him
tosses
of
and
that mark.
turns,
Skin him.
gets no rest whatsoever, and takes
Shows
a
up in
level of
another
exhaustion.
part. We skin that.
So I'm at 2 levels of exhaustion now.
You
But
don't
it
have
would
any-
remove a level of exhaustion for resting the night.
We exchanged.
So
We're
It
passing
was a
the night. We
long,
have to-
long, arduous night for all of you, especially those of you who had to share a room with Hagmark.
How big is this mark?
Huh?
How big
It
is-
starts at the base of his skull, and it's like someone took a big sponge of black ink and just smashed it there, and it would run down his back.
Okay. It would be tough job to skin that off of them.
You want to try?
I think we just
Well, I may be mad about could try and it was going for more like a.
with skinning completely.
Would that be medicine?
We could try to burn
Yeah,
it.
that would be a medicine check.
I mean, do you want me to try that?
What's your plus medicine?
It's in the morning.
Survival.
It's the morning.
So I think
Go
the
to
village.
Dragon.
Plus 5.
Driggle Draggle, okay.
I want to talk to the
So
gnomes.
you go outside Odiug's, and there is a massive amount of commotion down on the pirate docks.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
I'll go over there.
I'll go
Alright.
with the Driggle Draggle. with
I'll
you.
go with.
I guess you're
I'm gonna
going.
go
You're
to the docks.
exhausted, Josh.
Go to the docks.
Staring off into space.
I'm gonna go to the docks. If somebody else is
We'll
going.
go
All right, when you get there,
Yeah.
one of Lash's ships has come in and it's badly damaged. You can see Gibbs is already there, and he sees you, but he runs right past you.
What kind of damage? Like dragon damage?
No, it looks like it
Attack?
was hit by. It looks like it was not even hit by catapults or some sort of heavy artillery.
Probably not just on dragons.
But Gibbs, he sees you, but he just blasts right past you, and he's heading for the monk's mouth.
Gibbon put the hell of a fight when we found him. So he was coming from the docks going.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else of authority around that we recognize?
You see there's a number of wounded men. Pirates are scrambling all over the place, and a few other ships are starting to come into dock, though there's probably an hour away. You can see them up the river.
Follow
What's the talk?
follow Gibbs.
Huh?
What's the talk? Somebody's got to be saying something like, "Oh, we were attacked."
You can make a perception test.
And we'll follow Gibbs.
What's
Okay.
the level 2 of exhaustion do?
It's
14.
half move.
You hear a lot of chatter about stone giants
And
attacking.
Look it up in it should be in the back of your
Yeah, near the conditions.
So they,
You're a
which way do they
PH.
go up the river?
They had gone south down the river,
South down there.
which they never really had a problem much with before, as long as they stayed in the river.
page
Never
291.
land.
Recognize
Half
anybody
speed.
hurt or anything like that?
And
Yeah.
Well,
show
no,
that
that you know,
disadvantage
there's
on
just
ability
big sort of
checks.
pirates.
All right, then.
This sounds like a pirate issue.
Yeah, this isn't ours. I was gonna say, I'd say I'm down here and go to Driggle Draggle.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, isn't? I see the map.
Stone giants are a problem for another day if we can get them
Weren't the stone giants down here?
Uh-huh.
That's where we have to go.
That's where the tree is.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought they were roaming in the northeast part. They're up there.
They roam from about here down through here.
Really
So
roam.
now they could be guarding the.
So as you guys are kind of packing up to go, Lash, Gibbs, and Shifty, a number of them are running down to the docks. And even you see a couple of the pirates run off after Lash talks to them. He gives them an order, and they run off towards towards Odiug's.
I guess let's. Both of them are at Odiug's now?
Huh?
Both of them are at Odiug's?
No. He sends a couple of his pirates over to Odiug's. A couple of his crewmen.
We'll get Star Rental.
So you guys head on over to Driggle Draggle. Let's go ahead and fast forward to there. It's early, but the gnomes are diligent workers, and they're up early. And of course, they greet you with a smile. And I really can't believe that you convinced Lash for us to sell to you guys. But he said I could cut a few out of our stock for you. So I set aside 5 powder bombs for you. Of course, they're each 100 gold.
So still,
No.
Is this Zilpa's talking?
I got something.
Yeah.
I got something I think you're gonna trade for.
Oh, well, what do you got?
You might even be able to squeeze a few more bombs in for. I have a clockwork bird cage.
Clockwork. Well, you know, that might interest the kids over here. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, I wrote down what the.
And of course, Jorance and Yoshik come over. Yoshik immediately, she's the tinker. Yoshik immediately falls in love with it. She says, "Oh my goodness, what do you want for this?"
How about is it her father?
No,
No.
so they are his apprentices.
Okay. Well, how about 10 powder bombs
10. Well, I
and a 20% discount?
I have visions of Ghostbusters 2 when Rick Moranis has Bill Murray on the stand. So what? It's an isolated incident.
Yes, you do. Yes, I do.
She looks over at kind of longingly at Zilphaz. He kind of rolls his eyes, and he comes over. He looks it up and down, and he says, "How about 7 powder bombs?"
How about 8 and 20% discount?
Can't do a discount, I'm afraid. I'm already selling these things at rock bottom prices.
But you can do the 8 powder bombs?
Make a persuasion.
The money you're gonna make setting that gauge are more than gonna cover the discount. Which condition is that?
Oh, my persuasion is 9.
A 9.
Or no, 7, sorry.
Why don't you give us 4 powder bombs? Wait. And we'll pay 15% more.
Deal. I think 7 powder bombs is fair. The fair price for
So
these.
you were 100 gold pieces for each powder bomb, right?
Huh?
So
I can throw in gold pitching.
we'll throw in I have a nice chalice. Nice chalice.
Eh.
Is it the chalice from the palace?
Zilphaz, all of them don't seem too excited about a chalice.
Okay. How about a golden lion-headed idol?
How about 8
Yeah.
in a challenge? I have a challenge that I need met.
Challenge? What kind of challenge?
I need something made.
What do you need made?
I need a container of sorts for a person when they sleep, so they can't move.
Okay.
Put spikes on the inside.
Spikes. You want an Iron Maiden?
Essentially, but with just no head.
Oh, you want to chop the head off the individual first?
No. That's an idea.
Oh,
I need to prevent a spellcaster from casting in a sleep.
you need. I have just the thing for you.
Why would you do that?
I have just the thing for you.
It's
And
really unsafe.
he runs in the back, and you can hear him open up several chests. And he comes back with a pair of manacles and a helmet. And the manacles looks like they would encase the hands completely. And there's no chain in between them, it's just an iron rod. So that your hands would go in and they'd be frozen. And the helmet has a mouthpiece. When you mount the helmet, it has a mouthpiece that goes in his mouth and prevents speaking. He said they tried to use this on me, of all people. He
So
says,
it's
but I can
tiny?
let you have this. I can let you have this fine set for a low, low price of 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000? Is it made of diamonds?
It's the bane of all mages.
obviously it didn't work on you, so how do we know it's gonna
Well,
work
they
on
tried to put it on me, but I
Can-
was able to slip away.
Can we,
Bounty hunters,
can we
right?
rent it for 10 gold pieces
Rent it.
a day?
I'm not in the renting business.
So I mean, he's a gnome, so is it tiny?
It's adjustable.
Because we have to fit like a human-sized head.
Like if you look, there are all kinds of screws and knobs and that you can adjust the size of the hand.
Oh, I'm sure we can fit Hagmark.
Don't
in there.
overturn it.
Yeah, so we
Like, just
don't-
get
we
over
don't-
a couple of the bones to get it to.
You just, once you hear him quit screaming, it fits. But he quits shaking. Okay, it fit.
So we can adjust it to human
Make
size?
your persuasion.
Can I adjust it to human size?
There's
Put it on him and screw it back to gnome size?
Yes, you can.
13. Yeah.
Do you need more room?
I think 1,000 is quite fair on this deal.
Are
But
you sure?
I'll tell you what.
All you a favor.
I'll tell you what. I can see that you're good at staying. If Lash likes you, you must be good folks. So, how about you give me the birdcage, make Yoshik very happy over here. I give you 4 powder bombs, and you can have the helmet and the manacles.
That's a pretty good deal.
No gold?
No gold exchanged.
I can just.
Okay.
It's actually a
So
decent deal.
then I'll give you another 400 gold for 4 more powder bombs.
Sure.
Okay. So cross this off.
So it's called Mage Lock Manacles.
I can carry that.
No,
You'll
you
be-
can't.
I will.
Isn't it great?
That's right. You'll be carrying them wearing them.
We'll be letting Mitch hold those because Mitch likes to grapple you and tie you up.
There you go, Mitch. You've got the Mage Lock Manacles and helm.
Put 'em
And
in
we have
my
8 powder
pack.
bombs.
And 8 powder bombs. Then you had one from earlier.
Right, so now we have 9. You have 1 already.
You spread them out.
And you guys begin to hear the
Don't give
chirping
any
of a
names.
songbird, and you realize that Yoshik has gotten the canary working already.
Powder bombs.
Ask her if she thinks this is gnomish make.
It must be. I've never seen anything like it. She's looking it over. She's fascinated.
This comes from a cave of a dragon, so it tastes good.
Okay, who's?
That makes it extra good.
And tell her not to overwind it.
I'm gonna give.
Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Mitch?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you another powder bomb, so you have 2. 7.
Might not be a good idea with a flaming iron sword.
It's a good way to light them, though.
Take a couple.
Light.
Yeah, but they might be lit when it's not meant to be.
So.
When I do that,
You sure?
Yeah,
I guess 2. That leaves
You sure
5.
booming little.
I really don't need it.
He's gonna turn his bill around. Powder bomb went off.
Stealthily.
His bill
I wasn't
off.
planning on using too much, but I thought the more people that
Just
you
leave the
have,
uh-oh
the
sign.
easier they will be to access if we need them.
Umbrella. So where do you want to go from there?
Okay, got 4.
as you guys stand around,
Passing out.
a couple crewmen
explosives.
come to you. They said, yeah, boss wants to talk to you guys right away. It's over at Odiug's.
Bosses in Lash or bosses
The
in
Lash.
Sword?
These are
guys-
crewmen, these are Flash.
Antis, do you want 2 powder bombs?
You can say what you want.
Sure. Don't give them to me.
I don't know, he just told us to come get you. I imagine it's about the giant situation.
Okay.
Who attacked the ships?
Before we
Yeah.
move on,
They're real far south, or real far north, I'm sorry.
Mitch, Bowden,
What were you guys
Snodge, and
doing
Antis have 2 powder bombs each. Mount Halleck's got 1.
And I still have the case of potions that we got from,
I did identify those.
And so we've still got some more treasures floating around that we gotta disperse, but we can just hold on to it.
Okay.
but just let you guys know that I do have that case of potions that we got from the domain case. I'm down and using
Okay.
a potion.
Alright, go see what you want.
So you guys go over to
It's pretty obvious what they want.
Right
Yeah.
next to you.
you guys go into Odiug's and you see Soren and Corallo. They're all in the common area. You see Soren, Corallo. You see all 3 of the dwarves, Gromley, and Houtgrim, Marhilda. You see Lash, Shifty, and Gibbs. You see even Othris is here. And even Pyramus Nor is here.
No Lash?
No, I said Lash. Lash, Gibbs, and
At
Shifty.
the look spot?
No, your guys are at
Odeon.
Odeon.
Take out everybody at once. with the
Okay.
Soren says, we've got a problem that involves all of us. It seems, though, as though there's a force here in the swamp. I think we all know who we're talking about.
Yes.
That seems to be on the move. Othris pipes up. He said, "Yeah, I paid a visit to old Meg, and her hut was destroyed last night. No one's there.
Nobody's there. Find a
And
sign of them.
no sign of anything.
How was it destroyed?
It just looked like it was smashed to pieces. There was evidence of fire as well.
Any tracks you've seen there?
Not in this. I mean, it's a big floodplain there. So. Now the stone giants appear to be moving north up the river.
Are they moving along the river or just moving?
Yeah, they're following the river up towards Quack Cove. They're not moving quickly, so we've got about a day.
How many are there?
About 20 stone giants. I have called back all of my ships. This is Lash speaking. Called back all of my ships. Soren, myself, Pyramus, and we'll be leading a force south to meet the stone giants. In the meantime, I think it's time for you guys to travel east, finish what you started.
I think we're in agreement.
Yeah.
There's no more time to waste.
So the town's mobilizing to attack the giants.
Yes, basically repel an attack of stone giants. And they're hoping that if the hags are defeated, the stone giants will lose interest.
I asked them if
That's
they
up
have
for
any.
you.
I asked them if they have any precautions in case we do defeat the hags, but the giants decide to come anyway.
We'll just have to.
It's gonna be a them problem at that point.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna be very far from town.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if we go after the hags, no matter how that ends up, we're out of their equation.
I mean, if that's the way you feel about it, but there's a lot of people here that I think that you guys have developed a relationship with.
Well, I'm
that
just talking
you would,
about.
that you would call friend.
Well,
There's
yeah.
kids. And
I'm not saying that.
Sphera.
I'm not gonna abandon the town.
Well, no,
Those
I
are
mean, we would
close.
go to the, but I'm just saying that if we're
Thing
all
is-
fighting the hags, we're not gonna be able to add anything to their defense.
It's gonna be what, 2 or 3 days to get there?
Yeah.
So-
Well, with his new ability, he can double your rate of speed. That's why you guys were able to reach Shothirith's lair so quick. You guys could have made it to Shothirith's lair in one day. It's just you chose not to arrive there at night, and you stopped off at Drethrish to rest.
And doesn't mine stack up?
Huh?
Because I can also double our tower speed.
No, it's double.
Okay. Blazing shoe. Form of the
You guys are water skiing through the swamp.
What Hagmar swim speed?
Just send both together, form up the L, you're the front
Right,
leg,
your
whole
Voltron.
body, you're the ad.
Hagmar's tied to the bottom
We
of
still have a
the
dragon to
I'm
deal
not
with
sitting
too.
near the spot.
Yeah.
Huh?
Back.
So we still have a dragon to deal with too, so I mean, let's not neglect that.
It'll probably be at the tree.
That's what I'm.
That's what Lash says. He says it never leaves the tree. It's the guardian of the tree.
Plus the army of undead and
Those
Werewolves.
crucified whales as well.
We just gotta be able to bypass them so they don't alert.
Yeah, but that'll-
What do you need from us
Yeah.
right now?
do you have anything that will hide us?
Sleep. I don't have anything that's gonna hide you.
What was that potion that makes me, that makes...
Mandrake elixir?
I need Mandrake elixir. At best.
Pyrama's gonna have a few trinkets for us probably.
Pyramus?
Yeah.
I need Mandrake elixir.
Pyramus
There's
says.
be more to him than just wearing.
Pyramus says, I've been known to indulge, my friend.
And maybe some wolfsbane?
All right, hold on one second. Let me find Pyramus's stock.
I've been openly ignoring Soren.
Huh?
I've been openly ignoring Soren.
Why? What did he do to you?
And a sword.
Yeah, he just acquired it.
He acquired it fairly.
Yeah.
Fair and square by looting his house.
Fairly.
Yes.
Nice
Roll a
sword you
d10,
got.
Josh.
Where my D10?
Try not to slam it on the table.
Wolfsbane.
5.
He has
What does
15
W
mandrake
stand for?
elixirs for you.
Ooh.
15?
Yes.
Stand.
We'll take those.
Can I take?
We'll take all 15.
Yeah, can I take all 15?
But you're not carrying them.
Can I take 4 from you?
Alright, I'll give you 4. We'll split the others up in the party.
What are they?
Mandrake elixir.
He takes it in his rest. That's right.
So that would use 9. No, you took 4. That's 50.
Pyramus says, if you're really going up against hags, these may be of use as well. And he hands you 2 scrolls of Dispel Magic.
Yes. Thank you.
Alright.
That's what
I'll let you
Pyramus
carry
has to
So
help.
why do you just immediately think you're taking them? You never used the spell anyway.
I have counter
Because
spell.
he's the only one who can cast it, I think.
I can
Isn't
cast-
Dispel on your list of spells from the spell book that you got from Grigri?
I wrote down no.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
should be able to
it
cast
was
spells,
counter
I can
spell I
cast.
got.
What's, does he have any other, like, Wolfsbane?
That's something you have to talk to Lavinia about.
Alright, let's go see.
Hold on. We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. Time is of the essence.
We're gonna need a boat or a hose or one.
Well, you've got canoes.
We need
Not as fast.
Well, boats not gonna, I mean,
Your boat.
there's places you have to port your boats over land, so you can't really take anything big.
Well, what
Main river
would
won't
be
take
faster
that.
if you go by down?
Would you suggest you go by land?
I don't know.
Because it's like this whole area, like
Okay,
there's just
somebody needs small.
broken up. I mean, you could go out to Drathreach and down. You can take, if you go this route, down and up, you're going to run into the risk of the giants that are coming. So I don't know if that's advisable. You can take the route of Old Meg's hut past the sinking abyss, but you know this area is just fraught with natural hazards like quicksand and that sort of thing.
And we also know that the old mix hut's been destroyed, so there might be giants around there too.
So do you have any potions of healing?
Oh, what,
This-
probably liverwurts.
Soren says I might be able to help
We should go
you.
to the lizard folk, because it's gonna give us, if we need to.
He says,
save
you know,
time.
I realize that we partake in a profession that may seem distasteful to you, but this is something that that concerns us all, and the security of Quag Cove is of utmost importance to each of us,
I've got the,
just maybe for different reasons.
I've got the case of potions from Bedoma that has 5 greater healing and 1 superior. And I've also got the stuff the 4 greater healing we took out of Teddy Roma's desk.
It ain't gonna be hurt to load up on anymore.
So it's a sidebar, do we wanna recruit lizard folk to come with us?
Is that the opposite direction?
We're gonna go fight like 20 stone giants. We're gonna need probably more than us.
Well, they're not asking you to fight the stone giants, they're asking you to go kill the hags.
Yeah, but we're gonna run into them at some point down there, so we
Maybe.
almost need to
But
distract
except
them.
right now, the stone giants are marching up the river this way.
Well, we don't know what attack Meg's hut.
Last time it was trolls. Only this time there's evidence of fire.
Which could be a frostborn. More likely not, if it's guarding the tree.
Could be dragging them.
No, the dragon's not gonna leave the tree.
What if it was ordered to? And if they were posing a threat, then
And if they were scrying on us and they knew we were all interrogating.
And they did give us quite a
Was
bit
the
of
damage,
information.
did the damage look recent or?
Yes.
were there bodies? Did he find
No bodies. They're gone.
But they wanted the one hag.
How far are we from there? It was only 8 hours, wasn't it?
4 hours, 5 hours. Not very far.
You want to do an investigation?
Is it the same?
But it's because you can take the river all the way down to the hut.
It's the same direction as
It
the
might,
tree?
it might be worth going and seeing if we can find the trail where they went.
That
Yeah, well, I
leads to
mean,
the tree.
And she's gonna be a distraction, because we need to make for the tree anyway.
I bet they take her back to the tree.
I was going to
He's-
the
are you
lizard
fully
man.
exhausted?
Okay, so Soren offers you 4 potions of greater healing.
But it's gonna take us a day at least to get to that one level.
If you buy some yarrow, it could suppress it in 1 exhaustion.
But that's only for an hour, right?
Yeah, it's for an hour, but if you're fighting,
You said
I'm pretty sure
greater
it's-
healing? So we.
Yes,
but I
2
would get that
potions
at
of
the,
greater, or 4 potions of greater healing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, keep it for when.
That's everything they can offer you. The rest is going south with, against the Giants.
I think I want a potion of greater healing because I have 20. I think I need a drink potion right now because.
Because you didn't rest.
Yeah.
Between the Hetty's desk and the case of potions, I've got 9 greater healing.
Well, they got healers. You probably want to use spells before you use potions, because potions don't come back.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I want to take one.
Right, that's why you asked for a heal.
But you just want to possess one, you don't want to drink it, right?
Yeah.
And you want to cure wounds?
Yeah. I have 12.
So how are you dividing up these potions so that we don't accidentally double up?
So we got,
Cure wounds with 6, I'm sorry.
we got 1.
Me?
6.
Yeah.
So. I'm 5 down now.
That's not bad.
So,
Only 5 down.
so we had 9, we got 4, so that's 13 total graders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to divide that just by the 7 of us here, and
Everyone gets 2.
Everybody gets 2, and I've already got one that I had, so that'll.
Okay.
So Josh already got his 1, you're right? So Josh, you'll get
And-
2 more, and everyone else gets 2.
So potion
And
of
then greater healing, yes.
Yeah,
So
what
we
do
all
you
have
roll?
3 total.
Cool.
It's 44 plus 4.
And is the regular is 2d4.
Yeah, plus 2. You got 2 potions of greater healing. Okay.
And I've also got 1 superior just on me if anybody.
So you want to go to the lizard folk and ask if they will lend aid in the fight against the stone giants.
I don't know, I was just asking.
It was more just to have like a safe waypoint along the way, in case something happens getting there. Get back.
So are you bringing this up to the council here, or what's your plan?
I mean, I don't know the lizard folk are gonna want to fight for them because they took some of them as slaves.
Yep.
So might have more chances having them come with us than.
I don't think they're gonna come with us.
They're certainly not gonna go El Cuatco if they enslave some of them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll be,
Yeah.
thing is.
So you can take
longer-
the canoes
Someone did.
entire way to Drathreach.
And that's what, a day?
That's only 4 hours.
That's 4 hours.
Because it's all canoe work down the river.
Do we wanna go by Meg's hut?
And this distance from here to here was about 8 hours, just only because of slugging through the swamp at that point.
If we shoot straight down to Meg's hut, that'd be what, another?
Straight down to Meg Hut is 4
No,
hours.
from Drathreach.
Oh, from here to here? You'd be backtracking.
Did,
We gotta figure out, cause the longer
Did
we
they say
spend
how far
out, the
we
more
think-
times he's gonna flip out.
yeah.
So do you bring up the lizard folk to the council? That's my question.
No.
Okay.
I asked the council, do we know how far the giants are out of?
They're about a day away.
About a day?
Well, I think we can hold them if you could just get to the hags and enemies. We can hold them. But not very long.
Cause she's got control,
Hags are-
Hag's got control of the chief.
Right, so we're talking like 2 or 3 days.
Maybe 2 days to get to the tree.
And then whatever the battle then would be. And so they think they can hold out.
Well,
that
they
long?
want to meet the giants away from the
Yeah,
town.
they're gonna meet him away from the town. They're gonna intercept him.
And they think they can hold them long enough for us to get there and do what we need to do.
That's what they're hoping, yes. They're gonna bring all of their ships to
They're
bear.
they're gambling on us doing what we need to do.
Then I say we forget that we can just head straight there through past, not down the river, but head
Straight to the
southeast.
tree.
Yeah,
So go past Meg's hut,
yep.
take the you got a huge floodplain here, so you'd be able to take the canoes pretty far, pretty close. You'll have to go through the sinking abyss, though. That's going to slow you down some, and there's going to be some hazards through there. But that's going to get you the closest point to the.
Can we go around the sinking abyss?
You could, if you're going to have some time.
But what,
Let's go down there.
So time is the essence, and we need to get there as fast as we can.
What was our ranger cutting time down on us?
But we also need to go past liverworts to see if there's anything that'll help with diseases and eye rot, sewer plague.
Now we have to roll diseases yet for today.
Yeah, exactly.
So at this point, you've done Lubber Wards is pretty well stocked. Any item on the list will have D4 plus 1 ready to go. Herbs.
What was it that takes the exhaustion away?
Yarrow?
There's another one there if you burn as you take our short rest.
Yeah.
It takes away a level of exhaustion too.
Tamarisk?
It might be Tamarisk.
Yeah.
Let's,
I have 2 of those.
You have 2 of those?
And I believe it's only once per week. I believe.
It only works once per week.
Scott,
I can give you 1 tamarisk.
I'm gonna give
Well,
you 6 man ray killers.
Can two
Okay.
people
You're the
use one
primary healer.
tamarisk since it's smoke, or is it one dose
I think
per
it's
person?
one
dose per person.
No, it's you guys gather around the
One.
fire.
So
You
we're all
burn it in
helping
your
this-
campfire.
Okay, so you can use, we can use one bundle of that,
So if we
and
get one-
it'll affect
Yes.
everyone that breathes it.
I have 2.
But we only need one to affect
I
everyone
know.
that needs
How
it.
many
So we
do
don't
you
need to
have?
buy it. I have 2.
Yeah.
I don't think that, but she
You don't
just.
have
Because
And there is Black Lotus
Okay, so-
available.
It'll
we'll
only
get at
be
least-
another week.
So we'll get as much yarrow as we
Staging.
can, then right before
The best.
we get there, we'll do
We
that
have
to
black
take the
bonus,
level
yes.
of exhaustion away. And then if any of us still have them, right before the battle, it's yarrow.
Okay.
An hour before.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so how, D4 for yarrow?
D4 plus 1.
Oh, 5. 5 gold pieces each, I'll take all of them.
Okay. You guys want any items?
Yes.
Here's sight rod.
Yeah,
So
Roll
what
a
do you-
D4. There are 3 of those. They're worth 10 gold each. It costs 10 gold each.
No, I'll buy all 3 of them.
All right, Eyebright.
What else do you
Sweet
think we
Spire?
need?
Did you get the sweet spire?
I got the yarrow.
Acacia. Anyone want Acacia?
What's
What's that?
That removes 1 level of exhaustion due to sewer plague. Doesn't cure the
How
disease,
many-
it just removes the
How many
exhaustion.
do they have?
Roll a D4.
I already got
Josh?
it. So,
There are 2. They're 1 gold each.
I'll take it.
And I can cure some diseases
I already have
with-
7 acacia, 3 amaranth, 4 juniper, 4 wormwood.
Oh, there you go.
I can cure some diseases with lay on hands, right? It's 5 points per
Yes.
cure, right?
But if you can use an herb
Right,
rather than an ability, you save.
yeah.
Do you wanna pick up more wolfsbane?
Yes.
Roll a D4.
4.
Black form?
You roll a 4?
Roll a
4
3.
Okay, so there's 4.
How much of those?
Wolfsbane are 10 gold each. Wolfsbane elixirs.
I want some borage. So 1d4,
Yep. Add 1.
4.
For 1 gold each.
So if we take, it says borages, fortifies, resolve against fear, how long would that last if I take?
1 hour, it says.
How many of those do they have? Borage and, Mylon, some, Rowan too?
Rowan, roll a D4. There's 5 Rowans.
I'll
What do
buy,
they do?
I'll take the other 4 Rowan.
Should we just buy them out of stock?
Yeah.
It's a banner day.
You guys do credit?
We need gold.
Yarrow, did you guys buy up the Yarrow?
Or do some more
Yeah.
borage?
Did you buy all the borage?
Yes, I bought all the borage. I'm gonna pass it out before we go in.
Did you guys,
Just give me one of
Okay, you got one?
blood
mine.
roots?
I'm gonna buy one of those.
A Dittany. Did someone already buy the Dittany? No, I don't think you did. Roll a d4. Let's see how many are there. There are 3 Dittany. That allows the use of the augury spell. When you chew it, you fall into a trance. What's that? You can kind of give hints to the future. Little hints.
And let's see if it's a good idea to go straight to.
Will I die if I open this door?
The one that
Amaranth
shop,
is good.
I'm gonna start chewing.
Applied to a wound, it immediately stabilizes a character without a medicine check.
I've got 8, or I got one for that.
4 of them?
The form of Amaranth, yeah. There are 5 silver.
Spare the dying.
5 silver each, so 4 is
Cantrip.
2 gold.
Yep.
But not everyone has spare the dying. So you spread these things out, and
What
you,
if you
got,
die?
you get options.
Who wants one of the amaranths?
I can carry one.
Okay, so, do you want one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got-
Spare the
I'm
dying.
pretty quick.
Spare the dying.
Bloodroot. Powdered bloodroot purifies water and creates an elixir that heals 1 hit point.
How many do they have?
Of bloodroot?
Yeah.
Roll. They have 3. That's like a 3 hit point heal.
How
You
much
want
are
them?
they?
5 gold apiece.
Did we get all the tamarisk?
Tamarisk. I don't think you bought any of the tamarisk because you already had 2.
And they're only good 1 a week.
And we can all use each
One
stick.
stick.
So we just put it in the fire and everybody leans over the fire and they get it.
Yeah, I already have 2 of those. We're huffing.
Yeah.
If we're gone longer than 2 weeks, we're probably not gonna come
Did we
back.
get Vervain?
Vervain?
Yes.
Vervain's great. I can't believe you guys haven't been using that.
What does it do?
When you use it as part of your material component for a cure wound spell, you get +1 to the heal.
How much is that?
Bird eye.
10 gold
How much do we have?
per die. Yeah, it is per die.
How much?
I don't roll d4. There's 3.
3. We'll take all 3 Vervain.
We're just buying it all at once.
Lavinia's gonna retire.
Yeah.
This is a
We might be
massive
using
amount.
all our customers pretty soon. I
She's
think.
gonna move to Boca.
Do we have any business with Brothers One before we leave?
I think you were gonna take the mechanical dog down to Oriana's grave.
Already did.
Yeah.
You talked about it, but you haven't done it yet.
Thing I thought we had.
Because that was the end of last week. You guys
Oh,
just
yeah.
had gotten back.
You
It's
wanna run
spam
through
over
that
there.
real quick?
Okay, are you gonna ask Brother Gordon for anything? I don't think he really has anything to offer at this point.
Let's get everything
Yeah.
we can get wrapped up.
Tell them to pray to the swamp spirits that they'll aid and guide us as they
The
can.
mud spirits look to you to save them. The time is now.
We'll do our best. If there's any assistance you may give, it'd be greatly appreciated.
I think he's given everything he can. I think he gave you potions in one of the first sessions.
Yeah.
We try to pet the mud spirits as we go. Could you
I don't think they've ever let you touch them, but they do allow you to touch them now.
try to shake their little hand?
They don't really have hands. They're more amorphous blobs of mud.
Asking for Albert.
Doughboys.
Yeah.
Good mud.
Yeah.
Good mud.
His monkey?
Yeah. What did you get?
Did he just say
What did you mean by
that's-
No.
No, I said asking for it.
Oh.
No, I was petting the mud.
Oh, okay.
Beast
I
bond
was
spell?
getting too- I'm like-
Yeah, you can basically bond with a beast for 10 minutes. Communicate with the beast and have it run an errand for you, but it only lasts 10 minutes.
Well, gentlemen, I think we are as ready as we want to be.
Equipped, yeah.
Let's do this.
Heft my axe.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, so you guys hop into your canoes. And you begin moving. Now, are you guys, which direction are you guys going to take? Are you going to go?
I want to shoot at thing and see.
Oh,
Augury.
Augury.
It's a good idea to go straight.
So are you guys talking about, when you say straight past
Straight
Old
down
Mounds?
there in the swamp and then to have the smallest line of
Okay.
That was our intended path, so I want
So you fall into your trance. And
Wait, are we resting?
no,
No.
he's using his augury spell.
Oh.
We're loading up the canoes and he's
Yeah.
doing his little.
So you fall into your trance, and many visions come to mind. You see Lash, Soren, and their crews doing battle with giants. You see the Drathrish lizard folk rebuilding their homes, and even forming a bond with those in Quag Cove. You feel the overwhelming sense that time is of the essence, and that going southeast as you had planned would definitely get you there the quickest.
Alright, are you guys done loading the boats? Or just avoiding the chores?
Yeah.
Are you done yet?
It seems our course of action is the wisest one, so should figuratively set sail.
Let's roll.
So that
Let's
die that Josh just rolled there, that was his first D20. Josh started playing D&D when he was around 4 or 5 years old.
Wait, Dad. I have a question.
What?
Can I drink some Mandrake elixir?
Right now?
In
Oh,
the-
to rest while you're traveling down there?
Yeah.
On the boat? You can. Yes, you can. So that D20 and the way Josh used to roll, he used to chuck it up into the air, and it would almost hit the ceiling every time.
Yes.
And it would land. And he rolled more 20s with that D20 I've ever seen ever. in
How do
my
you
life.
think you're supposed to roll, Dad?
That's what I'm trying to tell Lance.
I've been rolling better.
Well, you're supposed to throw it across the room, and that's how you get the D20.
So anyway,
I've been rolling better.
so what is that noise?
My phone going
Oh.
off.
So Hagmar tells you he's going to take a mandrake now
It's the
and
hags in
sleep
your
in the
head.
canoe as you guys travel down there. The time to Old Meg's hut is only 4 hours, so that's exactly what he needs to rest.
Okay.
So how many mandrake elixirs are you going to take, Josh? 2 of them, and you marked them off.
No.
How many do you have total?
Four.
He's going to sleep.
We've got 11, I think.
I've got 6 on me.
So as
Six,
soon
I've
as he
got
falls
5.
asleep, are you going to mage lock
15
him?
total.
Yep.
All right. What'd you get?
6.
A 6. So he'll be asleep for 6 hours. You mage lock him. You'll be able to recover your spells, your hit points, the whole 9 yards.
Hell yeah.
And lose one of your exhaustions too.
And you lose an exhaustion. Yes. But as you guys travel there, you could hear the cries from behind the helmet, the thrashing. Now, the previous times when he had rested in the middle of the day, the hags had left him alone. But the hags certainly seem to be on the move, and they're definitely attacking on all fronts. But Josh, you're forced to sleep. Sadly though, you experience horrors that you have yet to, that you will never forget.
I've seen something.
1,000 yards stare. All right, so I need someone to roll me a d20 on your way down to Old Ben's hut. 18.
Can I rearrange my spells?
So, Josh, you'll be asleep for any encounters. Yes, you can rearrange your spells.
Okay, I roll 6. So I've only sleep for two hours for after we reach Old Ming's hut.
Yeah. Roll a d8 for me. So you guys are in the canoes, and luckily for you, as you move along, you can see along the banks of the river.
I don't think it would be detect thoughts.
And of course, it's foggy, but you can see well enough to see the banks of the river, and you can see mud spirits begin to scatter as the black, disgusting ichor begins to boil up from the ground and form a huge mound, and it kind of undulates and slimes and oozes in a bunch of different directions. But being on the water, it's unable to reach. But you can see, even though it moves very slowly, and you fought this once before, it's a black pudding. It kind of slides down the coast trying to keep pace with your boats, but it's eventually left behind.
Yay.
You finally come to Old Meg's hut, and just as Othris had described, the hut is in a shambles. The fire he described, it looks like it was smashed and then set ablaze by something. So very large creatures, maybe trolls or even giants, smashed this place to bits.
Trolls wouldn't have fire.
Footprints.
You can do a survival.
I'll take
Supposed to
one
catch
tech
it.
thoughts for this. Probably not.
That's all
Tech
three.
thoughts.
At 13.
12.
11.
The frequent rains seem to have destroyed any kind of tracks that you can follow.
Is there any chest or anything left in the rubble?
There's no treasure left in the rubble. You search for a bit, and there's nothing left there.
Agmar wakes up. You're not again.
How long do you guys want to spend at Meg's hut?
Not long.
I mean,
Best
doing a
guess,
thorough search of the
Let's
area.
guess which way they'd go.
Huh?
Let's guess which way they'd go if they were fleeing.
You know that they have a relationship with Othris. That's the only thing you really know. You can guess, maybe back towards Quiet Cove.
So we may have passed them.
But you didn't see anything, that's for certain.
Okay. Well, you gonna move
Well,
on?
I could have been taken to the trees here.
Yeah. Can you waste time looking for them?
Because they wanted the one. What's her name?
Our
Our
Yeah.
best chance to help them
Twilight
is,
Hag.
is to
Yeah.
finish this with the Coven and get it charged.
Let's go get them.
From charged.
No, I'm good, I think. I'm good. All right, so you guys continue on through the floodplain towards the sinking abyss. It's going to take you about 2 hours to cross the big floodplain. So give me one more roll for that area. The water here is, what'd you get?
13.
13.
So I should be awake by.
Yeah, so you're awake by now, Josh. And the water here is, maybe 2 or 3 feet deep, but it's just deep enough that you can use your canoes. You don't have to get out, and you don't have to get wet, which is the biggest thing. And as you guys paddle along, it just seems eerily quiet. Even for the Quag Cove, the insects that normally just constantly pester you are nowhere to be seen. There's no air moving. There's no wind. The fog is heavy. The heat is really high. The humidity, of course, is oppressive. And, of course, you see no mud spirits whatsoever as you approach the sinking abyss. And at the sinking abyss, this is where you'll have to leave your canoes behind.
So do we go around?
You can go north and go around the sinking abyss and avoid most of the hazards, the quicksand hazards, or you can go through it. Now, if you recall,
We'll go through it.
if you go at full speed, like you've been, the chances of spotting quicksand is significantly lowered. So the chances of someone falling in is increased. But if you go at a half speed or even a quarter speed, the chance of spotting these
Just take off the mage lock thing.
Yes. As soon as you
Now
were
that you're
awake,
awake, yeah.
I took
Well,
them.
I was just
took
thinking
them
about
off.
that. How do we know he's awake? Because when he's awake, he's going to start screaming, "Take this off me!" But he's already been screaming. So how
Well,
do
it's
we
a
know?
mouth guard in, so he really can't talk that much.
all you hear is
How do we know he's
whimpering.
awake then at all?
All I'm assuming is he'll hold his arms up.
Yeah,
I'll
we
give him some kind of
is,
sign.
Is that like his safe word? Is
Yeah.
Cinnamon!
Yeah. That's his cinnamon.
You have to dislocate both shoulders, pull your arms behind your head.
Isn't here legal weapon.
So, do you guys want to go full speed and risk the swamp, the hazards, or do you want to slow down at this point?
I bet going full speed around will be the same as going half speed through.
And how far do you want to go around? That's the next question.
Just to skirt the swamp.
Well, I mean, you're going to be in swamp. I mean,
Or
that's
skirt the whatever that is.
I,
Little bit.
I think
But if you
it is.
stretch a rope from the first to the last, we're walking the line, if somebody falls, you just hangs to the rope.
Even first and second.
Yeah, I think, half
We're
speed
gonna
through.
maintain. How long would it take to press it?
2 hours.
But with him, can we move at
So-
full regular speed and still get the same advantage?
No. Speed is your enemy when you try to traverse natural hazards.
Thought you had advantage. Which is ranger. Detecting, moving through rough terrain.
I get better movement speeds.
But he doesn't
Drag
drag
on
us through it, I mean, that's just your speed, right?
No,
So-
so party.
Yeah, he can guide you through, but the trouble is that
Yeah, it's not like we're walking uphill and it's an easier battle because I'm able
Right.
to guide you through it. It's
Still uphill.
yeah, it's like walking through a landmine
Okay.
field. You know, being like, oh, there's one.
Alright, half speed.
and it's
Through
half
the
his
sea.
speed too. So I mean, there's still an advantage there.
Okay.
You know. My next question. You guys recall what Vidoma told you about the Watchers? It's been a while.
That they're watching.
The Swamp Wardens.
They're around.
If not, we'll just get there and we'll see what happens.
That they scream when they see us or something?
When living gets near.
Yeah.
So we gotta keep an eye out for them. And figure out how to get around them.
Pass without.
We'll call that Astro Else.
Yeah, they scream or something when they
Well,
spot us. And which will alert the hags.
Well, anything around them.
I think they might have, I think
I
they.
think it alerts the hags too.
The hags might be able to see through there.
Right,
So
scry.
best bet might be, if we can't sneak around them, snipe them from a distance.
So we'll have to be looking out for them as well.
So,
We'll stop at
Let's-
the edge of the sinking abyss and then we'll
Okay.
put a plan together to take out these
okay.
watchers.
So it's about like 4 o'clock in the afternoon by now. You guys have been slogging your way through. You've avoided encounters, and the heat, of course, is pretty bad. But at this point, what you notice is that there are clouds and clouds of insect larvae in the water that seems to be following
Hmm.
Everyone can make a perception. Except for Bowden.
Ooh, 19.
23.
You can hear a very soft, distant droning of the insects that would normally be all over you at this point, or all through the swamp, really. But you don't see anything.
Look up.
Well, it's foggy. Definitely seems, you got a natural 20. Definitely seems as though the droning is coming from directly above you.
So they're keeping their distance.
Maybe they don't know if
Could it
we're
be
agents.
Hagmar or Bowden?
Or they think we may be agents.
That's what I mean. He's got a mark. He's,
Well,
No, we
they've
cured
always
him.
pestered you before, though.
We cured him.
so we think.
Maybe it's a trap.
Maybe they're watching.
How long have we been traveling?
8 hours.
Where
Are
we
we
at on
close
that?
to?
You are right at the edge of the sinking abyss.
Oh, I thought we were.
No, you said you stopped there.
No, I want to stop on the edge, other edge.
Oh, the other opposite end? Okay, well, right now you haven't crossed the sinking abyss yet. I still need survival checks to get through it.
All of us?
Nope, just the person leading the way.
That's a one.
So what's your marching order here?
It's
Well, obviously he's in
Ranger
front.
I'd be closer to front too.
We're all tied together.
All of you are tied together?
I'm not tied, we're just holding
We'll hold on to a rope.
Alright,
We got a rope on him.
okay. Is it around his
And
neck?
us two, no.
Should be.
Seems like it's like
We'll spread out a little bit, maybe 5 feet between us.
We not yet?
Yes.
Working on it.
You rolled a natural 1 for a survival check.
I did?
No, he did.
Oh.
Alright,
Sounds like something I would do.
so your marching order,
Oh, this looks weird here.
you're like a certain set of dwarves marching to their doom. Okay. So, almost immediately upon entering the sinking abyss, Malhavit falls into quicksand.
Don't run.
And Malhavit, you first need to make a strength test.
I think Byron sabotaged that one.
Strength saving throw, I'm sorry.
12?
A 12.
Shaken, not stirred.
Wouldn't he have advantage because we're tied together?
Well, that's
Pulling him out?
something separate.
Okay.
So he slips in, and it feels as though it's like, it feels almost unnatural, the way it's almost like something's grabbing you and forcing you under the surface. And so I guess Gordaz is next in line. He's got the rope. We'll go to Snog. Snog, you're next in line since Gordaz is here. And you say anything?
Help? Something's got me.
They're a little disgusting. So make a strength test. Gordaz, make a strength test.
10.
That's gonna be
15. So you guys are holding on to this rope. He's not sinking, but he's not coming out either. Make another strength saving throw.
15.
Same thing. 12.
So it feels, like I said, something has got you, like not letting you go.
You need to throw the
Anyone
guy
else
up in
do
the
anything?
air.
I'm all the way back.
You want to run up there?
I can.
Don't trip and fall in.
Scott?
And
Antis?
just on top of everyone's heads.
So we have the rope tied around now?
There's like a length of 50 feet of rope that's tied around his waist.
Can I make a roll?
I mean, I
You
guess
want?
I'll try and pull him out.
Snog, can you get
-1?
Can you
So
get the
the
climbing
wizard
rope
falls.
to
Help
16.
pull him.
Hey, I'm gonna
Anthus begins to pull.
I'm gonna use the
No.
magic rope, seek, and tie around his waist.
All right, so 10 feet around. It starts.
Is there a tree near us?
Yeah, there's some trees here and there.
I'm gonna have
They're
the
not a
other
lot.
end go around
Kinda
the
12.
tree to anchor
Okay.
and pull up the slack. So whenever there's slack to tighten up.
Okay. So you're gonna basically winch him out.
Right.
All right. So
Why weren't we holding them out?
as you get pulling him out, and with all of your combined effort, the use of the magic rope, you can you're able to get him out. But you swear that the moment he pops out, there was like almost a hand-shaped blob of the quicksand that, as soon as he's exposed, just kind of dissipates and slinks back into the mire.
Kind of like Kroll.
Kroll.
Like that quicksand scene.
I think there was an actual creature in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Your access there had said something about awakening the mud guardian.
Yeah, I was just reading that.
We'll
I don't know
I'll
if that's
recall
a
my
good
magic
thing or a
rope.
bad thing.
Okay. All right, let's do another survival check, trying to get through. You still want to lead the way, Mal Havoc?
Want me to go first?
And not roll a 1, man.
17. Yes.
All right.
19.
So for the next several hours, and the night is beginning to fall, and for the next several hours, Mal Havoc begins to navigate through the swamp. He knows exactly what to look for now and avoid. And you come to a point where you've reached a dry patch of land. If you guys want to rest, this is the place to do it. and it's night now.
I think I should take 3 Mandrake elixirs this time.
3,
I think 2 would be enough.
Just to make sure.
We're gonna be bound and gagged.
Yeah,
I think he's starting to like it.
he's addicted to it.
How many do you have altogether?
2. I just
we
need
got
to
plenty.
borrow 1.
We've got plenty.
Yeah, we
I bought 15.
Oh, sure. Be sure.
But what happens when he rolls 3 4s and he's down
Yeah.
for 12 hours?
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say,
I think they say 2.
What if I roll like a 1 and a 2?
Then you deal with it.
And we'll deal with it. Or we can shove another one in you when you start waking up and screaming.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I don't have 1. I mean, I think it's.
you guys want to rest or keep going? That's my question.
Rest
We should rest.
Yeah, I'd rather do this during the daylight when we have advantage to see than.
Well, it's like 8 o'clock at night now. The fog is heavy. The night has fallen.
But then we're in their territory too, so they probably have.
You haven't seen any swamp ward yet either. But your chance of spotting a swamp ward at night is 0.
Yeah. I think we should.
Well, the thing
Yep,
is
they're
they
migrating.
don't move.
Well, I think anything that
They
we would
form
be
a
looking
perimeter.
for will be
Yeah.
better seeing us moving than we
Yes.
seeing it.
Right.
If that makes any sense at all, because I don't think I even understood what I said there.
I didn't understand
I
what you said.
understand it. I say we
We
rest
don't even know what to look for.
and come in in the daylight. So
Yeah.
we'll head
So
out.
you got a
first.
small patch of
Yeah.
land. You're on the opposite end of the sinking abyss there.
Which is where I wanted to be. So about how far out are we from the tree at this point?
You're guessing a few hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely don't wanna go in there. Exhausted.
Because we've got
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
potions and roots and
All
stuff
beat
to
up.
hand out before we actually go into battle.
All right, we forgot to roll for plague earlier, so we're gonna do plague early right now. We're gonna do it now. So Gord has roll me the first D20. Tell me what kind of disease you got to roll against. 19.
And I got a 20 on my side.
Swamp rot. You avoided. Loaded. You're immune. Bill looks so excited.
15.
What is it?
15.
15 is also swamp rot.
The dice haven't been nice to me today. Another 20.
Now it's a Constitution save.
Natural 1.
So your feet begin to itch and burn.
The tree swallowed up.
I cast left restoration on myself.
Okay. What'd you get?
17s.
Both 17s. So you made your save and you avoid swamp rot. There's a terrible case of swamp rot running through the
Oh, we
party.
just went through the swamp, makes sense.
Wolf and Mal.
12.
That is sight rot.
17.
And you made your save.
18.
Antis?
9.
Okay, that's only sewer plague, but go ahead and roll.
16.
Okay. And lastly,
Nah, 6.
that's sewer plague.
And I got a 16.
Okay, everyone made their saves, but Bill over there seems very distracted.
People keep texting me.
Tell him to stop. I'm going to leave you alone.
Give him some foot.
We're fighting tags here.
Do you
Not
need
yet.
anything?
I cast left restoration on there.
Yeah. He cleared his own foot rot
He
up.
broke out the foot powder.
I took that spell just because I knew it
Do
started.
you want to have any water? We can go ahead and wash all this off.
Good Pepsi.
Josh, when you're out and get part of that paper towel wet, wring it out. Remember, wring it out.
Okay, I'm gonna mark off the camera so we'll note it.
All right. So anyone who has a level of exhaustion, you guys can gather around the campfire. I assume you're having a campfire.
Ooh,
A small one.
Cast
Yeah,
the water.
very small.
I'm not gonna sit in the dark.
Just as a flame.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone can take off a level of exhaustion that has one.
I'll do alarm in the campsite.
Okay.
Because natural predators are more scared of fire than.
Well, that's the one thing that you haven't seen much of in the swamp.
Exactly.
Beasts have been driven out.
Leave that door open for a minute.
Yeah, you can leave it open now.
It's
Yeah, it was getting a little toasty.
That table right there was a little
Bam.
loud. They're gone now.
they didn't play very well.
Okay, so guy's gonna drink 2 elixirs.
Mission's gonna tie him up.
Now, we
Mitch,
get-
you gonna
we're not gonna
As
find
soon as he
room
Mage
drinks
lock
them,
'em.
yep, as soon as
Mage
he
lock 'em.
gets done drinking, I'll mage lock him. Unless we
Okay.
can build a straw straight into it, and just funnel it in.
the straw. It is administered rectally.
Yeah. It'll get to
It's
his
a
system
suppository.
faster.
Thank you, Josh. Josh, go ahead and roll your 2 mandrakes. Go over. No, go around. Silly wizard.
Oh my gosh, he's still there.
Where's the other one? Where's the dry one? Oh my God, Spig doll.
You didn't
His
leave.
stain will never come out of the temple.
50-50.
5 hours.
5 hours. He rolled a 1 on the first one. He was worried.
Fantastic.
All
I
right.
rolled a 4.
So who is taking first watch?
I'll take the first watch.
Just
What is
set
it,
it aside.
perception?
Nope, it's a D4.
Then we trashed it.
Oh,
No, we're gonna save that rag because eventually we'll use it again, right?
3.
Just have to go.
All right. So, are you up alone?
Oh, should we be? Or should we take?
Should we do it in twos?
I think so.
Who else
Yeah,
is
that's
up
close.
with us?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Another D4 or?
No. You guys are sitting there, huddled around the small campfire. Hagmar is restrained.
I only do alarm on me, that's why I only hear it.
Okay. You want the party to hear alarms?
Well, no, it's gonna wake everybody up randomly.
Wasn't that supposed to be?
Well, sometimes, but sometimes, you know, something stupid happens and then everybody's awake for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause you can always yell if you hear it, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna say that'll wake him up.
Is it? So, you guys are sitting there, and suddenly you feel something land on your hand.
Hey, what's that?
A little mosquito.
Smacking.
Smacking. Yeah. Never make a perception, that's a wait.
15.
18.
You begin to hear that drone. Another one lands. 2 or 4 land up. 8 or 9. Suddenly the camp is overwhelmed in a cloud of insects swirling through the camp, biting, stinging. Everyone wakes up as your alarm goes off. Everyone wakes up and you guys are just caught in this cloud of insects.
Stoke the fire.
What do you do?
I start lighting up the fire.
With
Throw
what?
some wood on the fire.
Well, you're in a swamp.
Throw Hagmar on the fire.
You wanna throw Hagmar in the fire?
No.
Hagmar, as the bugs begin to close in, he begins to shake violently.
Throw a ball in the
Oh,
fire.
crap.
It's gonna take a bug out. I'm gonna swing
Right.
my flaming sword around.
Do we have
All right, so
any
you begin swinging around like crazy.
There's some
I light up
wet
the
grass
torch.
or something, isn't there?
Yeah?
Some dry.
Everything's wet
That'll
around
create-
here.
That'll create smoke.
I'll light
A lot of
light
it.
up my torch and
All right. So you've literally got like millions of insects swarming around you in your mouth and
I
your
got
ears
plate.
and your nose.
just hunker down on my plate.
Yeah, all the little
I can't
gaps they're going in.
There's no gaps in mine.
It's airtight.
Oh my god, I hope not.
They fly back. If they get in, they're gonna fly back out.
It smells so bad.
I empty my boot into the bottle of Screaming Orc,
Okay.
pass it around. Hey, everybody. How's my
So what do? You start throwing stuff on the fire? This
Yeah.
fire is extraordinarily small. You've already stated
Just
that.
small, just a couple handfuls on opposite sides, so it starts creating some.
Some smoke.
Yeah.
Mesquite.
Hagmar, meanwhile, as the number of insects grows, he begins to shake violently. He doesn't make any noise, though, at all. He's just shaking.
wrap him on the back of on the forehead with the bottom of the torch, just to see if that does anything.
He just
rattle
keeps
him.
shaking.
Well, he's still under
He's in a
Mandrake, so
mask.
he's gonna be
Yeah.
he's gonna be asleep for
5 hours.
whatever it is until he's done anyway, right?
Yeah. 5 hours.
No way to right now.
Okay, so I didn't want to wake him. I just wanted to All I got is torches. I don't think I have any scrolls.
Antis, you got anything? you wanna do?
Spirit guardians, yeah, in the hall. That's worth a try.
I mean, if I
Magic circle?
threw out like a sacred flame, would it hurry?
You get one bug, you got one target with
Yeah.
you need AoE like sort of things.
I
Take
don't know
out.
if I want to throw a
You're dead.
I'm gonna throw a
I
magic circle
flurry.
out
Okay.
around us,
Okay.
see if that keeps them out.
Alright, well, the insects themselves aren't evil.
Does Hagmar quit shaking?
No, he does not. You guys already knew that the power of the witch's mark is able to circumvent those types of protections.
Can I speak to him?
Speak to the bugs.
Yes.
That's lame.
With what?
My ring of animal friendship?
It's not evil, it's elements, fae, fiends, or undead. Which probably.
I mean, it's gonna be one bug, right?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm not sure. I think you speak what empathically with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Just trying to get a sense of what it's doing, what it wants.
Okay.
Why it's
It
here.
seems very like the overwhelming feeling you get from it is complete confusion.
Why am I doing this?
So it says I can also cast fear,
Okay.
targeting them if they have an intelligence of 3 or lower.
Okay.
Save DC is 13.
And how many targets can you get?
Doesn't have a number on it. Just says targeting only creatures that have an intelligence of 3 or lower.
But it's part of the charm of the ring, though. So it's gonna be a single animal, right? Isn't that kind of like the context of the ring?
I guess probably. Probably. I mean, if I'm speaking of animals, I'm not talking to like 30 bunnies. So.
I think it's per the spell, right? Like if you look up the spell,
What's the
speak with animals.
Well, fear's a cone. We know that.
Fear is a code, yes. We learned that last week, or last Wednesday.
Yeah, the fun time with that.
He feared his party. He got one of the enemy.
Fear was made more than one.
Speak with plants.
I just made their big saves.
Speak with animals. Gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with
About
beasts.
how big of a space are we in?
Well, just like a little small campsite.
Cost spirit guardians.
I'm gonna try to move
So
to
the-
the edge
what's
of the
true
campsite
too?
to see if the bugs, yeah, if they follow or if they're located in the,
If
just in the area.
they're just a bug Hagmar,
Yeah.
so to speak.
So as I move away from the campfire, getting out of the camp, the bugs follow me.
Well, I mean, they just kind of cling to all of,
Everybody get within a 15-foot circle.
Well, I can't
I'm
really
gonna cast spirit guardians.
I can't really do that.
You can't do anything.
Well, then we'll just.
We can drag you.
So you have the spirit guardians start slaughtering off swarms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just flit around.
It's like a bug zapper.
Yes.
Go
I'm sure these aren't.
What's the
that-
duration?
summon a
of it?
lantern archon.
Like when you're at a picnic sitting around and you hear really loud
10 minutes.
or really big one.
So you cast spirit guardians, and long story short, you're able to disperse the swarms that come down around you. But you guys are eating all the hell. I'm gonna need a new save against con save. Let's just do the con save first, because if you fail the con save, then we'll worry about
What they gave us. Get full blown AIDS from
You're from you, Bill.
Oh,
13. 21.
5.
All right, roll a d20.
15.
Ooh, swamp rock. Your feet are itchy and burning. Go ahead and roll a d20 and see if you got one of the ones with the higher DCs.
Just D20 or concept?
Yep, d20.
12.
Wait,
You're
are-
fine.
Don't you get
Josh,
plus
what'd you
6
get?
to 20? Don't you get plus 6
It's
to?
by
Oh,
Matt's book.
No.
By Matt's book.
Aren't you around everybody?
There's a D4.
Yes,
down
if
there.
you're within
Right,
10,
If you're
10
within 10
10 feet of me, you
Matt.
get plus,
There's a D4 down.
plus 4.
Plus 4.
So
Then 10.
He would have had a 9 though.
he would have got.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
I had 10 with his
Okay, so you roll a 20.
5.
So you're starting to run a feat.
Swamp rock. Did we get some?
16 and 20 with
We
his.
buy pretty much everything.
So 2 people come down with an affliction from the swarms of insects that have descended upon you.
Did any of them eye brights?
No.
Snug. I got
I can lesser this.
One is in burning cessation in his
What's
feet.
air? What's Amaranth?
I got
again?
2
Where's mine?
cure wound beads.
Well,
Or lesser restoration. It's cure wound or lesser.
Don't we have
restoration.
something for swamp rock? Did we buy something?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, use it glance if, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the beads recharge at dawn.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
oh, so I
acacia
remember
root?
you were using the beads.
That's sewer plague.
That's the.
So I can use the 2 beads now and then they recharge.
That
Yeah,
don't.
It would only take one to
Yeah, that-
get rid of that, right?
Well, you
Well,
both
I-
got it.
Oh,
both got
okay.
it.
So swamp rock's cured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a resource sink.
Okay.
Hey.
Thank you.
All right. So a very bizarre experience with the insects. So who's going to do the second watch?
I will mark him.
Is it you
I thought are you doing more than one watch? Didn't you? Oh, that was
No,
you.
that was
So-
just two.
Okay, go ahead and roll, bud. All right, sorry. Cortez.
You4?
Yes. All right. Cortez, make a perception. Who's up with you?
Me.
Go ahead and make a perception.
Ooh. 24.
9.
Cortez, you begin to see faint light glowing in the distance.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
It is directly in the path towards the tree.
I did.
And as it moves, you can see like it'll go out and then come back. Go out and then come back. Almost like it's passing behind something.
I did make a knowledge of that and succeed.
Is it flickering like a torch or is it a steady light?
It's a steady light.
Is it the same kind of light that Malava described to us after we fought the Hydra?
Make a wisdom check. Yes.
I did make a knowledge of that and succeed.
Yeah, you're
That
you're
light
out.
can go get lost because we're
But I
standing
did
here.
tell the party.
Who's up with me?
Will-o wisps.
Me.
Well, don't
But there's
say the
something
light.
weird going on. As
Tinned
it
in the
passes,
fire.
it seems to be passing behind things. And the every time it blinks out, it seems to be kind of an equidistant, set apart from one another.
Might be the Watchers. Wherever the Watchers are.
I don't think the Watchers move from the description we had.
No, but what they're going behind might be the Watchers.
The trees.
Well, but
We
set
can-
it even.
Try and
That's-
pinpoint the location, we can look in the morning, see what
Yeah.
might be there.
You're gonna just sit tight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pole in the
All right.
water.
Who's doing the third watch then?
I'm on the last 2.
All right, Malheim, roll a foresighter for me.
And I can be up for one of them.
3.
All right. Your watch goes by uneventfully.
The first one.
Your first one, yes.
Behind the channels too.
Okay. Last one, roll a d4.
4.
So the sun begins to rise, and with it, the fog lessens just enough. So rather than only a 10-foot sight radius, you got now 30 feet of vision that you can see through as the fog lightens, dampens a bit. And in the distance, of course, you came upon this campsite at night, and not too far away from you, you can see something looming in the fog. Something very large.
Structure.
It looks like some sort of structure, yes.
Perception check.
So are we all up now?
Yes, everyone is up
Is
now.
it to the east?
It's to the southeast.
It's the direction that we saw the lights blinking
Yes.
Can we see what it might have been behind when it was
You want to
blinking?
advance that direction?
So I'm just looking for now, see if we can see.
Right now, all you can really see is a hazy silhouette. But it's big.
I want to look closer, like is there anything within 30 to 60 feet of us.
Well, you can't see 60 feet out except for maybe like a extremely hazy, incomprehensible shape. This object definitely seems to be in that range.
Or you're gonna have to approach it or go around it.
How about you guys get settled, eat breakfast, I'll go look,
That sounds like a good idea.
give me an hour. Give me an hour, I'll be back.
Yeah,
Josh, are your
that'll-
spells
That'll
set?
take, that'll be about the time it takes to eat, break camp,
Yep.
pray.
So I will drink my potion of
Got
invisibility
11 picked.
and go.
Then you have 10.
So are you going out and we're following you, or are you coming
No.
back?
We're gonna hang out.
He's basically gonna scout.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna eat, pray, break camp.
Do my chores.
Alright, so make your stealth check. I assume you're stealthy. You're just gonna walk out there?
No,
No?
my potion of invisibility.
Okay.
No.
You can still stealth for the sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Then make your roll.
Let's do a splash. It sounds like a drop.
17.
Alright, so you begin to skulk forward. And about 50 feet out from your campsite to the southeast, comes into sight is something you've never beheld before. The enormous skeleton of a dragon. The lights that he described the night before seem to be passing through its ribcage. This thing is about half sunk in the mire, but the skeleton is intact. And you can actually get inside of its rib cage and just kind of stand, look around. It's absolutely enormous.
Size of an 800-year-old plus dragon.
Definitely.
Could I make a
Maybe even older.
knowledge check to see what?
Well, you're not there.
Can you tell what?
But he
Well,
went off
I'm
on
not-
it.
I was gonna ask, can you
yeah.
tell what?
We're
Can I
just
tell what
done
color it
able
is? Is there
picking
a
It'd
flesh
be
or
a
is it
stuff
Arcana
off of
check.
you.
natural one?
That, my friends, is Tiamat. I found Tiamat.
It's a huge cow.
Bring back its head.
A
This is
granola.
a Trask.
Trask.
So I keep venturing forward. I'd probably go 30 to 40 minutes
The dead
out
Trask, right?
and then back.
To the southeast.
Yeah.
Alright, so make a perception test.
23.
So, as you start moving forward, maybe 60 feet out, you see a very hazy object in the distance. It looks like almost a cross shaped, but it seems to be jutting up out of the swamp. And there appears to be something strapped to it.
Probably the Watcher. Okay. Is there just the one, or is there several? Like,
Well, that's all you see is just the one.
can I get closer, or does it look like it's scanning the area?
It doesn't seem to be moving. Do you want to try to get closer?
Depends how much time do I have left.
This was almost immediately after the dragon.
How long has it been though?
5 minutes.
Then yeah, I'll try and get closer.
Alright.
Because the point is I'm only going to go 30, 40 minutes out and then flip back and grab everybody. Because potion only lasts an hour.
Okay. Make your sound check. Sound stealth.
Natural one? No?
So, splish splash, I'm taking a bath. Okay. So you have closed in a little closer. And you begin to make out features on its face. You can see a decayed figure. Its legs are missing. There's intestines hanging out down into the swamp water. You can see some scavengers eating away at some of the remains down below. Its face is gaunt. Its mouth seems abnormally stretched open, and its eyes are sewn shut. Black cordage. Now you are probably exactly just shy of 60 feet from it.
Okay. How high up in the air is it?
It's sticking out maybe 8 feet up, maybe a little less than that, 6 feet. So if he had legs, his feet would just be touching the water.
So it's actually in like water, it's not like solid land that you
Right.
can't see. Is there a lot of water around? Like, would there be something in there that would?
It's very patchy in this area. Make a perception.
17?
Alright, so you look to your left and right, and you realize that maybe less than 100 feet away on either side, there's another one. And of course, you were described, they make this perimeter all the way around.
Same
All-
condition?
You can't see that far. You gotta get closer if you want to check it out.
Start looking for maybe the safest way to avoid these.
Okay. Well, how far out do you want to go? I mean,
So it's like 100 feet between them?
roughly, maybe a little less.
I guess what's the terrain? Is it foresty? Is it,
It's swamp.
what are there, trees or no?
Not many in this area. You're starting to get down to this. You're starting to get down to this area where the trees have become very sparse. More have like tall grasses and stuff now.
So if I throw a rock at a bird, just in the general area, does that break invisibility?
Well,
Trying to
technically, you're
attack.
making an attack roll against the bird.
Not trying to attack it as much as startle it to make it fly off.
Well, if there were a bird,
Scavenger or whatever the hell it was.
so they're like a little reptilian creature down there, feeding on the flesh. Yeah.
Yeah. Would that break invisibility?
No, not as long as you're trying to hit it.
No, just trying to startle it to see if the watcher or whatever does
It's a
anything.
distraction.
Okay?
All right. Go ahead and throw your rock.
The 3.
Okay, so
You hit the watcher in the head.
So you throw your rock, doesn't come anywhere close, but the watcher doesn't even move.
Okay. I've got what, probably a good 20, 30 minutes still, so 20 I guess. Because I don't want to pop up here. Let's keep going where it looks like the best route, I guess, between the two.
So you want to get kind of equidistant between the two,
Yeah.
and then try to move past them.
Yeah, trying to see what would be the best way to go past them if we were trying to sneak around. Looking at the distance between them to see if there's.
So the distance between them is between once you've maneuvered so that you can kind of see better. The distance between them is about 70, 80 feet.
It's hard to tell if they'd be able to see us if we were exactly, even though they don't have their eyes open because they're sewn shut. But so it'd be magical perception. Okay. Anything else I guess noteworthy? Building structures.
You don't see any
dragon.
You don't see any dragon, and you don't see any structures from his vantage point.
Signs of creatures.
Make a survival check.
9.
Don't really see anything else. You don't see any other life forms other than some few scavengers eating the remains that have decayed and fallen off into the swamp.
Okay. head back.
Okay.
And I tell everybody what's going on.
So you're back?
These things.
Okay, I've got a silence spell we can cast on it, but it's only a 20-foot radius around that particular one.
Okay.
It's like, if we go right by it, then it's not gonna be screaming, or it's gonna be screaming, but nobody's gonna hear it. So that would prevent.
What's the range on?
120 feet. So I could cast it from 120 feet. He said he got it within 60 feet and it didn't go off magically.
Yeah.
So
Well, he was visible.
yeah, but we don't know.
So is there just a line of them just going down?
But he's also said there's 70 to
Circle the
80
whole
feet.
tree.
So I'm sure there's some overlap there between them. So I'm guessing it's probably
Because I was-
120 feet.
I have the rules of dispel magic.
It's worth trying this silence. I think it's all does
Would the silence work?
Or you could try and put an arrow in.
Magical silence, there's no sound that's gonna come out of that for the duration.
But there's also more than one, so I mean, unless we could ask.
We don't know if there's another layer behind that or
Right.
something.
But when it will, what's the duration of the spell though? Are we gonna be halfway to the tree and then the spell ends and it starts
Good
shaking?
question. 10 minutes. So how long would it take us to go 120 feet? No, 240 feet.
20 seconds, right?
200
Give or take, and
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have enough time to get past from 120 feet before to 120 feet after.
We'd be 10 minutes closer to the tree.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if that doesn't work?
Um, Yeah.
Yeah, limiting factor if you're 25 feet speed.
That would be 21.
Right? So
Right. It certainly won't be
That's,
able to pierce the
250 feet,
magical
10
silence
rounds,
if
so
it
that's a
starts
minute.
screaming.
But that doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
not
because-
communicating back in some magical means.
Maybe.
Spell magic might be pretty good if somebody had a scroll of that or something.
I do.
Have somebody,
Only 2.
I think we'd only need one if we go right past, directly to that post and right past it. Is that the plan?
What, silence or dispel magic?
The silence and how close do you have to get to cast dispel magic?
How
What's
does
the
scrolls
range?
work?
That should be in your new book.
How should scrolls work?
It works the same as a spell, so whatever
Yeah,
dispel
you're
magic.
just casting the spell off a scroll.
But it's just one-time use.
Yep,
Yeah.
then it's gone.
120 feet.
So I'll
So
cast
you're gonna
silence.
cast silence, then he's gonna dispel it?
Yes,
Wait, what?
just in case.
Okay.
But yeah.
Might want to rethink that process.
Well, if he just, if he casts dispel magic, then that would negate.
The silence.
But it might,
Yeah.
dispel
If you
the
cast
but not
silence
the-
first and then he dispels, it's going to dispel the silence.
Yeah, it's not, because the spell's only gonna dispel one effect, so it's not.
Right.
So.
Okay, you cast dispel magic, now cast silence on it. Because the silence isn't gonna stop the dispel magic's not gonna keep it from screaming. But it could be a magical alarm on it as well as the verbal or auditory.
Okay. Alright, so you're gonna cast dispel magic on it, Josh?
Yep.
Mark off a scroll and roll a d20. I assume you're about 60 feet away, 70 feet away, just at the edge of your
No.
vision. If you go back any further, you're not gonna see it.
Okay, as
It'll
close as we can
fog.
see.
Yeah, because of the fog.
7. Do I add my spell attack bonus?
Spell your level.
Oh. 7, so that would be 24.
Okay. So you cast a spell. Now you're gonna silence or you're gonna just go forward?
Silence it as well.
Right, so you cast silence. And then you guys begin to advance. And as soon as you guys close within 60 feet, it begins shrieking. Its head is shaking, almost to the point where it's blurred, but no sound comes from the area. And you guys begin to approach it. And it's just sitting there shaking. The whole cross it's on is shaking. And the creatures that were feeding on it scatter. And its head, its maw is, of course, stretched open.
Look,
Should we try and shoot it?
look the other direction,
Should
look
just
at
cut
the
the
other
head.
direction.
If you look at the other ones, they're not moving right now.
You just
Alright.
cut the head and stick it underwater.
Should try and shoot it.
Try that. But my fear right now is that it's sending out signals other than the screams.
But that's what his
Dispel
dispel magic
was
did,
adapted
yeah.
to do.
So that's only gonna last for 10 minutes. We don't know if he's gonna keep screaming after we get out of the range or.
Cut off the head.
Cut off the head and bury it or put it underwater.
Yeah.
Try it.
Either make your attack rolls, whoever wants to attack the head.
How high up is it?
It's like 6 feet up.
Alright, and you shot it right now?
Make your
You
attack
guys-
roll.
You can stand on his shoulders and maybe.
You hit it.
20.
It has an armor class of 8.
I can hit that.
Make your roll your damage.
I don't even have to roll.
It's 14.
Alright, so you smack it with your sword, the head snaps to the side, but it continues to shriek, though it has a large grievous wound in its head. Anyone else?
I'll try to attack.
With
Whack
what?
it again.
A firebolt.
You're gonna firebolt
Should I
it?
firebolt
I'm gonna just shoot it.
Oh.
That's what I was
Looks like
thinking.
there's a verbal.
Maybe we should shoot it.
it? Oh yeah, I can't because it's verbal. I'll just attack it with my knife.
No.
I hit.
So Hagmar runs up there with his dagger, stabs it in the face. How much damage do you do, Hagmar?
7.
7 damage. The dagger sticking out of its forehead, but it still shriek. Now Havoc?
Cut its head off and.
Alright. This is Frostburn.
We really need to go. Ooh.
After this, I think we should.
Yeah, that's it.
25.
It's pretty amazing.
You hit.
We're all
Yeah.
around.
Damage.
12 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, so you smack it in the face with your frostbrand. The top of the head comes off, and it just stops shrieking and is lifeless.
I am watching past it
Okay, you look down the lines at the others, and they don't seem to be responding or moving.
towards the tree.
Well, it's too distant yet.
Well,
through the
but I
fog.
know,
So
just
Okay.
out to our
Guess we know how
vision to
go.
see if I
yeah,
see
let's get
anything.
away from this one.
Let's keep
So,
moving
Moving.
fast.
Yep.
We're
Alright.
careful in case there's a second layer of them.
I guess we know how to kill him now.
So to give you an idea, I found this picture I threw in the mod. That's kind of what you see all around you. It's just this haze,
Yeah.
you know. It's very difficult to see or make out things. So you guys push on past. All right. So you guys move past the swamp warden. About 45 minutes later, you begin to see a shape through the haze of fog. An enormous silhouette looms, standing well over 200 feet tall and nearly 150 feet wide. The tree of decay stands as a twisted embodiment of corruption and evil. Vines and hangman's moss hang in thick sheets from the tree's massive limbs, making the entire structure appear dense with leaves and vegetation, though it does not grow any. Each crooked limb is large enough to be an ancient cypress tree itself, and resembled a clawed hand ready to strike. About its branches you see winged humanoids darting in and out. At the tree's base, nestled between two massive roots, a 10-foot wide opening, partially obscured by a wall of vines and moss, glows with a red light. A raised path, flanked by pools of fetid water, leads up to the entrance. So that's where you got the cover here. So you got the tree here, leading up to the entrance there.
There she is. Get her.
Get her!
I guess.
Plodding in the distance, you can hear
It's
some
simple.
sort of extremely heavy footstep falling into the swamp water when it comes into sight. You see a gargantuan mass of churning mud, roughly in the shape of a dragon. It seems to pulse and ripple with each footstep it takes.
That's the lurking.
Crimsons, browns, and blacks pulse through his body as he lurches forward. He moves very slowly.
She bronze.
These crimsons, browns, and blacks in mud, in a rough shape of a dragon. So this mud is roiling all over his body.
Would it be about the same size as the giant skeleton you saw there?
Yeah, he's definitely in that neighborhood.
I guess he got fired and she outsourced.
As the mud guardian plods along, eventually it passes. It takes some time. Like I said, it's moving very slowly, but it plods along and makes its way past the entrance of the tree, and eventually winds itself around the side and towards the back.
Make a dash for the door now.
Oh, I just wanna be running into a tree of decay, just as fast as I can.
But I don't think we can stand and fight this mud guardian.
The opening to the tree of decay definitely looks too small for the creature to enter.
So
Big
then we
fast.
fall for it.
So-
For that.
How small is it? If we make it there, what?
It's about 10 feet wide, maybe 6 or, I mean, it's a rough.
Big enough for
opening.
us to get through.
I'd say we make a run for it though.
Yeah. we might as well.
You guys want to rush in?
Somebody carry Hagmar.
I can
I was thinking, he's not bound anymore.
I can run, but I just can't lift.
Oh, I thought we were just keeping them down.
Yeah, I can pass it down traces.
Oh,
Yeah.
That would be a
we
good
should,
idea.
we should eat our plants if we have plants to
Yes.
eat before. Roll one,
Barrage.
barrage.
1, 2, 3.
Plus
Four.
one charm, plus one fear.
I'm gonna take my blood root things.
You don't, no, I
What's
can
the blood
do
root do for you,
protection.
Josh?
It just gives me plus
What
one.
did you hand out?
It'll just give me
Barrage?
Which does.
it'll just
Plus one
give me
against
3 hit
fear?
points.
I don't need that.
against-
I'm immune to fear.
Okay,
John.
well, it heals.
Okay.
It's not
I have
temporary.
stillness of mind.
Are you wounded?
Yeah.
You want to
Well, you should be healed because you rested.
Oh yeah.
Yes, fear.
You're full.
Sure.
I'm planning to do protection from good, or an evil on myself, so.
Protection from good
Okay.
and evil.
Barrage.
Well,
Barrage.
that's the name of the
Against
spell,
fear.
Plus one
Or
against
evil and good, so.
And who? The Rowan. Somebody took one. I have 4 others.
I took one.
You took one. I'll take one. Ellie's. This is against charm. You're elf, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're an elf, so you don't.
I can't be charmed.
Half elf.
Well, he can be controlled with the mark.
I have advantage
Okay.
to domination.
So I'll throw pass
Yeah,
without
but
trace
the
on us.
mark is
Okay.
4 or Rowan as well. Plus 1 against charm.
That's a good idea, because that thing comes around.
Stillness of mind.
Does anyone have a level exhaustion? You have
No, because we got a rest.
We
got
huffed.
the-
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the
We
vervain?
buffed the magic dragon.
We have
Use
to
it on the
paint.
Dutch shield spell.
We had
one,
the
plus
spray
one
can
per
in the
dice
bag.
that you
Yeah.
need.
Okay.
Gold spray, Kmart gold spray paint
yeah.
and a McDonald's sack in Grandma's garage.
Plus 1 against fear. Plus 1 against charm.
Alright.
You have a black lotus?
We all have,
just might
paint
be
gold
best.
around her.
Nothing like huffers.
Charm. What's the black lotus?
There's 2 strength,
Mage
down,
eye.
minus 2 wisdom, and bell.
Oh, Black Notice.
Then
Stitch.
you become addicted.
The best.
Plus 2 constitution, strength and constitution for 4 hours.
I just don't think it's worth it.
Drunk.
D16.
Well, everybody's
avoid
doing
addiction.
it.
But it's -2 to intelligence and wisdom.
I don't use that.
Didn't you just get it?
Huh?
Marker, didn't you just get it?
Not this one. It didn't come with a brown.
Well, didn't Jeff just give you markers 2 years ago?
Do you want the Black Lotus?
Actually, that was Mari that gave me markers.
You want it?
Yeah, I use it.
Okay.
We're gonna go down with a bang.
Could go down all Black Lotus.
Alright, I'll check the Black Lotus.
I've heard that people go down for black.
So who's taking the Black Lotus?
You wanna make your DC 16 against addiction?
We'll do that addiction after it wears off.
You should probably
4 hours.
try to be blessed before you have to roll that.
And that is a non-magical effect, so that means it can't be dispelled. Okay.
Should we try to put you through rehab if you fail that DC?
No.
I took one Black
He's on
Lotus
his own.
We'll just,
and I got addicted.
we'll just tie you two together and put the mask and all that's on you. Like I said, you
Well, hopefully he won't need the mask much longer.
Yeah,
Just gonna die.
Alright, boys and
We
girls.
got it, we might as well use it on him. I mean, whether he's healed or not.
We got to like 300 gold.
Every night, no matter whether he wears marked or not, he's wearing the mask.
Man, almost being tired.
I'm gonna thunder
Get
wave
the
you
Richards.
with that DC 15 dex save.
I gotta roll a 2.
+9.
I'm just doing that right now.
Alright, so you guys are going to push in.
Yeah. I am going to cast protection from evil on myself.
Alright.
Yeah, spell trace on everybody. Should be +10 still.
Sweet.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
So, there is...
None of it matters. There's a giant bronze dragon that kills you all.
The tree is actually an illusion.
So there's basically a trail that you guys can follow here. And then it's flooded out here.
I'm gonna cast aid at 3rd level. Everybody gets +10 hit points, temporary hit points for 8 hours.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty good.
Okay.
So I'll be at 49.
Let me read this. Well, first, who's going in first?
Me.
So you go in. Who's behind you?
I'll be next to him.
How far is the gateway up?
It'll
I'm
be next
far-
to hang on,
Do that.
so I can punch him.
Yeah.
Okay. Pushing past the curtains of moss, the massive chamber ahead is dominated by a 10-foot tall mound of bones, rotted vegetation, and mud. Atop the mound, a fire burns with a deep red flame, heating a massive cauldron.
Keep that with you. Probably.
The cauldron's outer husk is blackened and covered in fibrous grooves that twist upward. The thick black roots anchor the cauldron in place, but also raise the entire vessel above the flames that heat it. The air in the chamber is heavy with foul acidic odor that burns the eyes and leaves a disgusting bitter taste in your mouth. Fleshy vines that sprout teeth, nails, and fangs fleshy vines that sprout teeth, nails, and fangs where leaves should be, completely cover the walls. So that's all of this. Hunched over the cauldron is a hideous woman whose flesh, in hues of blacks and blues, is infested with festering sores and warts. Her eyes gleam with an inferno of hatred as she cackles and points towards you all. You see a night hag there. And of course, she stands before a cauldron of blight.
Twilight. Or
Nope, she's a night hag.
Picture standing next to the television.
I see my child is here. As she motions to Hagmar.
Punch him.
And of course, Hagmar, when you look at her, you see the face of the hag that has tormented you the most. The one that has done the most wrong to you. The one that has spent night after night.
I fireball her.
Alright, let's roll initiative.
That's the spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
9.
Got some payback for all these kids. And I get to rage before being damaged, so.
I was screaming, die! 50.
Hold on.
All that straight.
Move Hagmar out of the way here.
184 HP. Except no. I mean, it's not bad.
Put the troll out there. He's come to help us. Or run away. Or help us. Or run away.
Let me decide where I'm.
Or help us run away.
Probably gonna center it like.
Bravely bold, Sir Hagmar.
I'm gonna hold off on that initially. She's probably got some protections up there. There's some little.
If you have enough creepy ghosts from, you'll be fighting the guy.
Go down
not
big.
Not the coach,
That one you will.
Go down big.
She's got some protections up there first. Although I think that could be just
Yeah, well, no,
completely
that would be
wasted.
the act to deal with.
Yeah, and I think
Okay,
probably
It's
what's bonuses for being to you.
Fireball spell.
well,
So she's making cabbage backs to you.
it's
See what we got
That's their
here.
supply.
God.
Yeah.
That's why we never knew what it.
You got 22.
22. We got Bowden.
14.
15.
Now Havoc. 15, you said?
Yep.
Snog.
10.
Hagmar.
15.
What's your plus?
2, I believe. I believe it's
I
2.
think you're 4, right?
5.
Yeah, it's plus 2.
Antis.
1.
A 1.
Yep.
Sticking to
Mitch.
10.
What's your plus, Mitch?
4.
You probably beat Snog. Monster.
Yes. 1.
No, I rolled an 18.
Plus 20.
They killed us yesterday.
This is all just a dream.
Night Hag. It's all a bad dream. Please tell me. Alright, I got a 20 for the hag. Gordaz.
But don't I get the fireball dead?
No, she was ready for you. You're not surprising her. You don't get the drop
She
on her.
rager one.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay?
And I'm gonna grab my sword 2-handed. And move down on her. Reckless.
Reckless attacking.
Gonna be a 26.
Okay. Make sure you give me the fire separately.
Okay. So it's gonna be 13 slash and 3 fire.
Okay.
22. And 14 slash and 6 fire.
Okay. Okay. Suddenly, from the mound, bursts something that you've experienced before at home for countless black tentacles erupt outward.
Was it purple?
Well, I never painted them, so you can go straight there.
Okay, those are another thing too.
Ooh, I don't.
Wow.
What was that?
We can hack some crits
I'm
here.
too busy printing out things for my temple of whatever to kill everybody.
Yes.
I've got time to
That's
paint.
not a, that's no lie.
I've been doing a lot of work.
Temple of Killing. Mind flayers right into holders.
That was awesome.
Where were they?
I had a mind flare with an undead beholder mount.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. That does sound a little rough, man.
It was.
Without heal.
Okay,
No heal, that whole player counter.
Well, that, you could have had.
well that's
There
why
was
2 player
one.
characters died.
Yeah.
There was a heal in there. There was a potion shoved in the throat.
Yeah. Didn't do very.
No, not after you got finger of death the second time.
All right.
When we think,
Can't
we
heal
thought
that.
things were looking bad, that thing came out from the ceiling.
That's good.
I could just go all.
Basically.
All right. So
Believe you
all of
were
these
just
tentacles erupt from the ground.
Did you run out of tentacles?
No, that's all of them. I bought just enough for the encounter.
That's what I mean. Did you run out?
No, I used all the ones I bought because I bought it for this encounter. Okay, so Gordaz, 2 tentacles try to grab you.
Alright, bring it up.
The first one, ooh, I got 23. Make your athletics check.
Oh, +1, 23 to you.
Oh, ties go to the defender. The other one,
Black Lotus.
Stygian in the best.
That's gonna be a 21.
So the other one, the tentacle you fend off and it does not grab you. Alright, Malhavoc, there's a tentacle that tries to grab you right next to you. So I got a 19 total.
For athletics?
It's athletics or acrobatics, I believe, to fend off a grapple. Is that right?
24.
Okay. So the tentacle erupts from the ground and tries to wind its way around you. And of course, these are the black roots of the Cauldron of Blight. And it tries to wind its way around you, but you fend it off.
If you're a schoolgirl, you get -10 to your roll.
Oh, that's the same.
I think it's penalizing up already.
The hag looks at Hagmar, and she says, "Kill them all, Hagmar! Kill them all!" And you need to make a wisdom saving throw, but you get advantage due to your ring.
I did not mean to do that. So I'm within 10 feet of him, so that'd be a 20.
A 20, and you fight off the urge that she gives you to kill your fellow compatriots. Next up is Malhavoc.
Do I know if I can they kill the tentacles? Like, do you fight them and kill them?
When you fought them in Holdford, you can hack them.
That's right. So then I'll attack the bacon next to me. For 23.
23 hits.
Do you get cold damage separate?
Yes.
Bless me since she's me.
So 8 damage, 5 cold. So
Okay.
that's separate.
Okay.
Attack 2. 27 to hit.
27 hits.
It's 8 regular damage. Plus
Okay.
another 7.
Alright, this tentacle, you hack it in half, and it flops on the ground. The tentacle just kind of like flops on the ground, literally like a snake with its head cut off.
And I move forward.
You step forward.
Yep.
Alright, this tentacle right here, this one immediately tries to grab you. Natural 20.
19.
So it pulls you into its square, and you are wrapped up in its tentacle. You can still attack it, but it's got you. Hagmar.
Can I make a knowledge check to see if I was trying to think are hags immune to fire?
Okay.
Ooh, 27.
They are at least resistant to fire.
So they probably take half damage.
Yeah.
But I want to clear up that space. Are those things affected by fire?
Well, we'll find out.
Your experience was that they could not be burned before.
What type of damage is shattered?
Sonic damage, is it?
Are
Thunder damage or whatever.
Are hags vulnerable to anything?
They're not vulnerable to anything.
Are they resistant to sonic damage?
No.
So it's 20 by 20, right? Shattered.
So 4x4 cube, right? Is that right?
Yeah. What's the 10 radius? Depends on pretty mind up. You have the 4 corners.
So I put it right here, so it'd be 1, 2, and 1, 2.
Cubes, yeah, Charlie will be bad.
I think I'll put it like something right here so I can hit the. Wait, can I shape around?
Yeah, he's an ally.
Yeah, I'll put it right here so I can hit the.
Although
here.
he is the root is wound around him, so I don't think. In order to wrap it around him, you probably have to wrap it around the root too.
So I think I might want to hit here so I can hit more tentacles.
Okay. All right, right there. Mark that spot for a shatter.
Should I cast that 3rd level? I think I might cast it at 3rd level.
I mean, make sure you get them out so you don't leave them on. They're just very.
I think that it gives it.
stood up.
Does that give it extra range too?
No, just
No,
just
just-
put on.
Usually it's just extra damage.
Okay.
So I need Constitution saving throws, right? DC 15.
Yeah, Constitution, so it'd be 48.
All right, so we'll do the hag first. She gets advantage. She rolls like that. She made her save. The tentacles, looks like I got 3 of them here that's gonna be caught in it. Ooh, big rolls. 1 fail.
It's 15, 20.
20. So the one that failed dies. That's 10.
Anything else I can do?
And she takes 10. Okay. I think that's it, Josh.
Take a 5-foot step.
To where?
Up.
Okay. Ow.
Yeah, put it in, and, like 6 tentacles.
Okay. That's fine.
Thanks, Rob. After Hagmar, we have Bowden.
Okay. I'm going to move up next to Malhavoc, and I'm going to attack the tentacle that's on him.
Okay.
15 hit.
Yes.
Okay, for 12,
Okay.
and then 26 for another 12.
All right, Malhavoc, you're free.
Thanks, damage.
And then this one tries to grab you, Bowden,
It's athletics.
or acrobatics.
Okay, so 19.
Yeah, you fend it off. Okay. After Bowden, we go to Mitch.
All right. Bow shot at the hag.
Bow shot at the hag.
It's 24.
You hit.
for 8. Second shot, so 21. For 7. Does it look like it does anything to her?
Yeah, it looks like it hurts her a little.
Okay.
You gonna move?
We'll move up 2 and off to the side 1.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Up next is Snog.
Clear a path for him to charge right.
I'll move up to here and attack that one.
Okay.
It's 26.
Hit.
11.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm done.
All right. After Snog, we've dropped down to Antis at 1.
Alright, I'll move up next to Mitch. And then I'll cast 3rd level Bless. And
Bless!
heal everyone but myself.
Bless
Or,
everyone.
bless everyone but myself.
Okay.
So what's plus?
1d4
D4 to attack.
Is that gonna get
and saves.
Hagmar too?
Yeah.
1d4 to attacks and saves.
Yep.
I was wondering if it was just saves.
Does he get Gordaz? What's their area?
It's 30 range.
30 feet. So I
Like
think I'm
skills.
Is it no 2 targets 30 feet apart or 30 feet from you?
It's just 30 feet from
30
him.
feet from me.
Okay.
Like since
And you can get
Skills.
6 targets?
It's not
At
abilities.
3rd level, yeah.
The-
Do I have to stay
Abilities is
within
guidance.
30
Guidance.
feet for it to
Not once you, not once
Okay.
you.
Once it's cast, it's good.
Okay.
It's not an aura around.
Okay.
How long does bless last?
1 minute.
Cool.
Okay. But that's
For the
probably
concentration?
Yeah.
That's what makes the game great.
I need to do something about that. All right, Gordaz.
Alright. Swing again, reckless. So it's gonna be 25.
You hit.
For 13/3 fire.
Okay.
Oh crap.
Uh-oh.
15?
Yes.
Ah. That's,
get different dice.
gonna go get a refund after a second.
That's right.
You have like that box full of dice, just
Yeah.
get the one that has the largest air bubble above the 20.
All right, so it's the hag's turn. The base of the tree decay, the first of the hags. I think the first thing I need to do
Surrender.
is Hagmar is no longer next to the paladin. Do I go for the dominate again? I think that's my most bang for my buck. Hagmar,
Yep.
wisdom saving throw.
So I roll the d4 twice.
No, just once.
Okay. So 13. 15?
Hagmar, destroy them, I said. We'll find out what happens on your turn, Hagmar.
Ah.
Um,
So it is.
tentacles. We have 2 tentacles at Gordaz. Make your opposed. Natural 20. And then we've got second tentacle at you. Got a 19. 19 ties into the defender. All right.
Notice.
Black Notice.
This one is worth the best.
This tentacle's gonna go after Bowden. Oh, I got an 8.
I got 16.
Okay. So up next is Malhavoc.
So being the nimble elf that I am, and seeing the favorite enemy of mine standing over there. I want to run straight ahead, jump by propelling myself off the cauldron over her, swinging
Okay.
as I land behind her.
Okay, you'll make some provokes against the tentacles, but yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's what I want to do.
Alright. So, first tentacle. Let's do the first tentacle first. So, natural 20. Alright, so you will have to oppose its grapple as you take off. I only got an 11.
I got a 5.
So the tentacle grabs you before you're able to take off. You can still make your attacks.
Three.
3 damage?
No, to hit. The tentacle.
A 3? How'd you get a 3? You're rolling a 2. Well, 2, 3, and then all your bonuses, right?
Might not be that hard to do.
3 plus 7, 10.
10 misses, okay.
16 plus
That one
9.
hits. Well, this tentacle's already been hurt by both. So you get your extra 8-sider.
No D4 on that, right?
Yeah. You get an extra 8 from Colossus.
Yeah, it's just a 1. Because I'm doing D6. Scimitar.
Oh, there's scimitar. I got you.
Yeah, not using my will. So, 12 damage.
Alright, it dies. So you still have your movement. You want to still try to do what you're going to do?
Yep.
Alright.
I just can't attack her.
So, yes, acrobatics check. DC 16, a somersault over her.
17 plus 5.
Woohoo! So you land here, and this tentacle tries to grab you. So oppose its grapple of 18.
What's that?
Sure. So the tentacle wraps itself around you. It's very dramatic, though. Hold on. Hagmar, drop a fireball, right? Let's see. I would say here. Dex saves for these 4 guys.
Shape it out there?
I'm sorry. It's dead, not me.
Bitch,
There, I rolled pretty. Like lots of ones.
mark off your fireball too. Bitch, what'd you get?
42.
So you take half damage.
I take no
Kansas?
damage. I have a rage.
8. Here takes full damage. Bowden?
20?
20, you take half, and
9.
9. How much damage was it, Josh?
That's 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 22.
22 damage.
Good
or
fireball. Good fireball.
I rolled 3 ones.
Can you run back and put those freaking manacles back on?
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
So then do I need to roll?
Yes, you have to roll concentration.
Well, you get the bonus. from
DC
both.
11.
Also, he did fail.
Oh, I probably have to roll concentration for my other evil too.
Oh, yeah.
12 plus.
Okay, see, the concentration holds.
Did you have this bonus for your save?
Well, he
No,
gets
it's
the
not
critical.
plus 4.
Yeah, not the,
Yeah,
not the less bonus.
I only rolled a 3
Okay, 3 got
or a 6.
And
I would've got-
then you roll 9. You have 9 total.
He wasn't.
Okay,
You have
so
a
yes.
15 DC.
But then
Oh,
he wouldn't
yeah.
got, how much is
4.
this charisma? He gets plus 4, then you roll that.
Yeah.
Else 1.
Yeah, so he's at a 14.
Yeah, that's what I made.
Be nicer next time.
Okay, so after Hagmar, we've got Bowden.
Did you make this?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Do our temporary hit
Mitch.
points
Put that
separate on my character?
Like, if they go down, we go back up.
I'm just gonna beat you.
No, actually, then I forgot to do that.
I'm just gonna run back there and flurry and drop.
Okay, it's just like one.
I have 49
It's
hit
about
points.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just you use the first 10 until you're gone.
I
Okay.
can hit 4 times.
Okay, so I'm gonna attach
Do
one
those
right there. Here's the culvert.
12 damage at least.
For 16, and that's
This one?
That one. So this 16 hit.
16 does hit.
Okay, so 12 damage.
12, okay.
And then do it again for 20 and 11.
How much damage?
11.
That tentacle. Alright, up next is Snog. Or no, Mitch. Mitch, sorry.
I will move back to Hagmar.
You gonna fight him?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will,
Where's that mark?
Why don't you just put the,
Well, you're not gonna willingly put all that stuff on Josh.
well, I don't have good strength.
He's gotta fight you.
don't have to, it's more of a want.
He's been
Yeah,
waiting
what if
for it.
27 to hit?
What if that,
You hit Hagmar.
what if that hag actually tries to attack us and I have like close to no hit points?
I got
That's
That's
a
your
you-
fault, Kevin.
that's a you
Dude.
You
problem.
need a con save.
Make a con save, Josh. Failed.
10 and a 9.
So,
Wait,
You should have eaten the stew.
11.
Yeah, he's still
you
blessed.
failed. You take 9 points of damage and you are stunned.
You're stunned, Hagmar.
And I will proceed to start putting manacles on him.
Okay, it's a several round thing. It's not something that's gonna be, and he's gonna come out of it before you have anything on him. So, in terms of the logistics in the middle of combat of getting that thing on him, it's not more feasible.
Should keep getting it.
So just beat him up.
It's stabbing that.
Or you can just grapple him and just pin him down.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
But that takes you out of the fight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least.
At least you don't have to be
Your ass is
fireball.
But if
Yeah.
we can hit the hag, she might lose her concentration. So.
It's
So
not the
I'm,
hag though, as you know, it's the cult.
Well,
I'll use my second attack to basically grapple him.
Okay. And he can't resist because he's stunned. So one more round, you could pin him to the ground
Yeah, so I just grab you up.
because you're the grappler.
You're an originating joke.
All right, now it's Stog.
I'm just slowly putting you to sleep.
First thing I want to do is cast Guardian of Faith here.
Okay.
So any creature around there is going to take 20 radiant damage. So, but once he deals 60, it disappears.
Okay. So first tentacle. What's the area of effect on it?
I think it's 10 feet.
Yeah, it's 10 feet.
Okay. What's the DC?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So this guy fails, so he takes 20. Next tentacle fails. Next tentacle made it, so he takes 10.
Wait, did he take 10 from the
Oh yeah, he took, so he's dead. Took 10 from the
shatter?
So that's 50 damage, right?
And then the hag gets advantage. It's Dex.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first roll's an 11, so she made, well, it takes 10, alright? 10 anyway.
Yes.
What?
Okay, so he's dead. Or that's gone. It's all 60 damage.
Okay.
Clear the place up.
And then I'm going to
That cut a path.
move.
Okay.
And I'm going to War Priest.
Okay.
And I'm going to smack the cauldron.
Okay.
What's the-
cauldron?
Cauldron.
Making something.
I'm gonna drag you over there and drown you.
And
Yeah, we actually did that in 3.5. We stumble onto hag and try to bull
16.
rush her into her cauldron.
Alright, so you take your axe and you smack it into the cauldron. It's dark and sinewy, but this greenish slime begins to ooze from the attack that you make upon it. Antis.
Can you define cauldron? I think it's a creature, right?
Let's see. If I do,
no, I don't have Divine Smite.
No, I'm talking about
if
I do
Just
guidance
as easy as
bolt on
possible.
the cauldron, would that be a disadvantage for my?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people around it.
It's a creature.
Now, you guys recall from
Sure.
Holmford, when you fought the hag, the cauldron took quite a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
I was looking for more of a reaction from the hag when I smacked it.
If I get it behind Snog, can I see like over him and hit the hag without disadvantage?
Well, the
Or
thing is,
it-
she's on the back slope,
Oh,
and he's on the front slope.
So you'd have to hide
I guess I'll just move up behind Snog and use curing beads.
Okay.
So that's second level cure wounds. 6, 10, 12, 14.
To who?
To you.
To me?
All right, Gordaz.
Sniping the hag around. Right up
He
the hill.
commanded you to.
Ooh.
I'm back to full.
13 slash and 6 fire.
13 slash. Okay.
26. 16 slash and 6 fire. Good fire dice.
Okay, got it. I guess it's her turn.
Oh, the hell did that elf come over my face?
Okay. She suddenly changes form. She looks up at you, Gordaz, and you see the face of Sabina. And she says, "Please don't hurt me anymore. You hurt all my friends. Don't hurt me anymore. Leave me be. I just want to live."
So can you see that? Okay, why is he not-
Everyone can see that. She's turned it. She looks like Sabina now. And some tentacles are gonna. Malhavic's already grabbed.
Put her down like an old yeller.
Gordaz.
21.
So you fend off yours. Okay. Up next is Malhavic.
So tentacle didn't do any damage.
No, it just grabs you. That's all they do.
I don't care about it. So,
It's pulled you into its square. That's the only disadvantage.
what?
It pulls you into its square. That's the only thing it does.
So we can't reach the hag?
Not right now.
Then I will attack it.
Yeah, reload him.
Yeah, but that's the weapon. It's not that it's a big deal.
No.
No. 16 at tentacle.
You hit?
So taking damage?
No.
I don't think so. So 9, and then another 3 cold, to 12,
Okay.
still up.
Yep.
2 plus 9. Hit it. 6, 13 more damage.
All right. It shrivels up and flops on the ground, writhing around.
And I take a step up into the
Okay.
or Sabina.
Bowden?
Would you move me up right next to the cauldron? I'm gonna take both attacks at the cauldron.
Okay.
12 and a crit for 1150.
Okay. So you guys begin wailing away on the cauldron. Mitch,
Pin.
pin Hagmar to the ground. So Hagmar skipped you because you were stunned. But now you get to resist the pin. So what's your total?
Wait,
21.
Do I get to make a new will save?
No.
He's summoned to the end of his turn.
Huh?
Oh, is that end of his turn?
Yeah,
Okay,
his
well then
turn.
you're pinned.
Okay, cool. So I don't get to make a new will save?
She hasn't given you any new explicit orders or anything. No. You're
Okay.
supposed to just be destroying. Do you have any spells that require only verbal components?
I believe it's firebolts.
You have to point.
Shocking grasp or something?
Firebolt, verbal, and spoke.
Somatic. Somatic is this.
Pointing.
Well, it's magic missile.
Look at its shocking grasp. So after Mitch is Snog. Alright.
Yeah, it's just verbal and somatic.
Check your other spell.
If you attack the hag, you have advantage on your roll.
Huh?
If you attack the hag, you have advantage on your roll.
You see Sabina there begging
Oh,
for her
right.
life.
You're gonna kill Sabina?
Split her skull with my battle axe.
Wow.
Advantage.
That's cold.
23. What's that?
Did you try to look through the deception?
11.
11. No one tried to look through the deception now.
No, but we did see her change, right?
Yeah, but is it really a deception or is it her?
Either way, it's a hag.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, see, look at that. Is it? Okay, good.
So when you attack it, there's a wave that pulses from her. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Everyone adjacent to her.
You get advantage on that, right?
Con save?
Yeah.
Why would you get advantage on
Get blessed with it,
Yeah,
don't
with plus.
Plus 4 on that, or whatever. 4.
it? Huh?
Mine was 17.
17.
23.
So we did.
24.
What the fuck? Alright, doesn't matter. And Sabina drops dead with an axe on her back. But then Sabina changes and turns back into the night hag.
Nope, it's all verbal and somatic.
And the night hag bleeding out, or?
She's lying there.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna finish the job. Nothing to question her?
You want to question a night hag?
No.
You gonna waylay her?
Antis, what do you
Put
do?
another one in there, take her head off?
Yeah. It's all
Uh,
verbal.
Just drown her in the old
Huh?
It's all verbal and somatic. So, it can't
she's
really
on the
cast
other side of the
anything.
hill.
She's down on the ground.
Do the tentacles disappear?
No.
We're both
Kind of
part of
cauldron,
the
dude.
cauldron.
You can
holding you
zumbo.
down, so
I'll
you
move
can't use any.
next to the cauldron, next to Snog. So she did.
She's lying there on the ground
Take her head.
with your mace.
Smash her neck.
Wish.
Like croquet ball.
Oh,
You can jump on the cauldron, drop,
I'll
kick
just start
her.
with the sacred flame.
So you sacred flame the corpse.
Yeah.
So wait,
Okay.
Sabina, there's a hag and Sabina there?
No.
Yes.
Don't confuse him.
It's so easy.
7.
Okay.
I was
Gordas?
And Asclepios is there too.
Cut her head off and throw it in the cauldron.
Yeah, we're gonna drown her in the old cauldron. Then we're gonna try to take her out of
You're gonna try to take her head off?
the Yeah.
Whoa.
What if it's actually Sabina?
No, she looks
Alright,
like
take
a
her
hag.
head off.
If it's Sabina, she looks like a hag, and that's enough for me.
There's no reason to live if you look like that. It's all sideways. All right, so you saw her head off.
Boy,
Right.
that's his own brother, so he's not even gonna think twice of doing that to her.
All right, you've defeated the first of the hags. Should we do some experience?
This wasn't the Lich Queen or Lich Hag?
Probably not.
You thought this was the Lich Hag?
No. Well,
Somebody's gonna die.
Someone will probably die in that fight, yes.
It's a 200-foot tall
I
tree.
don't know. We're just assuming we killed the cauldron.
It's just layers of
Huh?
We're just assuming we.
You want
killed
to
the
chop the cauldron apart?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Or we put a bomb in it.
Like-
Wait,
Is
am
he-
I still
Is he
crazy?
squirming?
Yeah.
Is he squirming around?
Yeah.
Or trying to? I'm
Yeah.
just holding there until he quits squirming.
Let's just do that. It'd be easy.
Well, he's squirming.
Yeah, basically.
Let's put a bomb in the cauldron.
All right, well, you take axes and bombs, and you're going to use a bomb?
It might, we're- I
Not
don't
yet.
know how much our presence is being revealed right now, so maybe
that's,
not want to get too loud.
So as soon as, I assume you guys are going to take some axes and chop into the cauldron. It takes you like 10, 15 minutes chopping away and hacking at it before the cauldron comes loose, rolls down the hill, spilling its ichor all over the side of this mound. As soon as the cauldron falls loose, all of these tentacles die. And of course, at the base there's a seed of blight. Destroying the cauldron, though, Hagmar, suddenly your eyes clear. And you feel a sense of relief.
Does his mark go away?
You pull his head back and the mark is gone.
Does anybody else have one?
I'll pick him up.
Huh?
Does somebody else have one?
No.
I'll pull all his clothes off to see if it moved.
So Mitch B
Check
begins
inside.
undressing you.
so I'll pick up the other seed of blight, put it in my bag.
Okay.
Now you have two.
Yeah.
Just make it a
Oh, yeah,
collection.
what
He's gonna find a guard.
He's gonna
So
turn
again,
into a
this
hag.
chamber, so this chamber has all these fleshy vines that cover the walls, and rather than leaves, they have nails and talons and teeth growing out of them.
Ooh, a screaming orc.
Who wants screaming orc?
Probably
I do.
do
Nog has
something wrong
screaming orc,
and
but it's
check
poison.
through them,
Yeah,
see
I
if there
guess
might be any trouble
Poison
around.
screaming orc.
So you want to search through them?
I got
Yeah, I'm
acid.
gonna move them around with my flaming sword.
Okay.
see if there's-
I got
So
acid, too.
in the back here, behind the vines, you find a passage that leads to a set of rough, kind of fibrous stairs that lead up.
Lords.
Should we finish looking around first?
Who's boss fight number one?
So are we
Is
just
the Lich
inside
Hag
this
here?
tree, or is it like a magical house? Kind
It's a
of thing?
giant, it's 200-foot tall tree. It's
Okay.
hollow.
Yeah, we're inside.
Was created by Shorir the Hag Witch.
I'm sure it's not like a Harry Potter thing where it's like you walk inside a little tiny tree and all of a sudden it's like
No, it's an enormous tree.
giant thing with a.
So what are you doing now?
Look around a little bit more
Look at the body,
John,
the hag.
Green John.
Okay.
and search the hag.
She's got a pouch of 10 black onyx stones, each worth 50 gold pieces. And she's got 5 potions upon her that she carries.
Anything that would indicate this was actually Sabina?
No.
So Sabina was a hag.
We don't know.
Well, either that or the hag just
I think
knows.
the hag
Yeah,
was-
just took her.
This was the one that was terrorizing everyone in town the most.
The potions upon her, 3 of them you recognize right away as 3 potions of greater healing. And 2 of them you don't know what they are.
You want to take 10
Make an
minutes?
Arcana check
I
to
gotta,
identify the
I gotta
potion.
taste these.
It's 8.
An 8. It's sun-kissed.
Oh, yeah. 12.
Anyone else want to take a stab at an Arcana check to identify the potions?
Might be something normal. Poison, spill them on the ground.
19.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. So, Mitch Bean takes the potion, holds it up to the light, swirls it around, takes a little sip, swishes it around in his mouth. These 2 potions are potions of climbing.
Nice.
I might need some of those.
I'm gonna use the stairs.
Also, hanging around the hag's neck on a golden chain is a monocle. Ooh. It's a magical monocle.
Can I roll Arcana check?
No, you gotta do an identify spell.
Is that, I thought it was the scrying.
Yeah, it could be.
I will cast Identify.
You're gonna
Yeah,
cast it, or are you gonna
that's
use
the,
use the ritual?
Should I ritual it?
Yeah.
Because
Do
the
we want
necklace
something
we pulled
minutes?
off of
We're
the
not
dwarf.
sleeping anytime soon, I don't think, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not use a spell.
Okay.
You wanna
I
use
don't
the
think
two-
it's gonna be
ritual?
useful.
Yeah.
So 10-minute casting time. The monocle is a monocle of identification. You can use to cast the identify spell 3 times a day, and does not require attunement.
I want that.
If it doesn't require attunement,
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it.
Anyone can use it.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Just it's a monocle.
Yeah.
I see what you are.
Cheerio.
3 times a day?
I'm gonna
3
search
times a
through.
day. Who's taking the monocle first? He really wants it for some reason.
Well, we're gonna kill you, so you're not gonna be able to use it.
That's how we might not.
But the-
anymore.
Yeah, each layer, they're just gonna dominate.
But the
you,
marking's
and then we
gone.
gotta-
Well, the mark is gone.
Yeah.
They're still gonna dominate.
Oh. I thought he was immune to that. He's an Egelar.
He believes he's immune to that.
We just told him that so he could sleep at night.
You guys already searched the perimeter, and you found that tunnel with the sinewy steps going upstairs.
Alright, I guess we'll go up.
Go up the stairs.
Let's do experience. We'll go up next time.
Next week on
The Adventures of Him.
Hagmar and Friends.
Wow, when I got Hagmar, I thought, oh, he's in trouble now. Then he rolled like crap on his fireball.
Thanks for hanging back.
I had a good idea Hagmar was gonna turn on me. He's like spoiled milk. It's a gamble I wasn't risk to take.
Okay. So, you guys discovered Hawkrot,
Plus I have
the agent. That's a good thing.
Do we get extra XP for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing a black onyx necklace.
Defeated the first of the 3 hags.
So that's, she was making those necklaces out of black onyx.
Alright, Hawkrot. Where's Hawk? There he is. Can I use your pencil with me? Let's see. Murdering Sabina. That's negative experience.
What was a Sabina? It was a hag.
Yeah.
What was it?
Alright, so.
You lose experience?
Yes, you can. If you're a good guy and you do bad things, you can lose experience.
Wait, do we get a lump
So
sum?
Hagmar's a peasant.
I don't know.
He's down to 0.
Oh, yeah, right. What's our experience for spending, right? I'm throwing that other character sheet with me.
Right now we're at 25,410. 400.
So everyone gets 1,250 XP.
Does that put us, enough to go up another level?
No, this one is 34.
450.
1,250.
26, or, yeah, 26,660.
2666.
Yeah, trying to get to 34,000, so.
This is where the first fight is rather mundane, but after this, I'm wringing my hands in
Yeah.
anticipation of what's coming next.
But they lost the Tree of Light.
Did they?
The cauldron plate.
You lost the cauldron.
Tree.
You're in the tree.
We're in the tree, we haven't burned it down.
Yep. There's a lot to get.
There are 5 levels to this tree.
Didn't we shoot the watchers from a distance?
The Watchers?
Or we just
That's something
ran?
new that I've
No,
introduced.
because we went up against them.
Maybe in a different adventure, but I never used them in this.
No, that's what I mean.
But yeah, you,
When we were going
they
after.
have the Watchers have blind sight 60 feet, so stealth wouldn't have helped you. The only thing that would have saved you is that silence spell. So that was a very good use of a silence spell.
I think we had to kill ours because it started screaming.
Remember when we faced the hag in 3.5?
And then once they started screaming, once the hag
Starts attracting stuff.
well, it tracks all werewolves in the area. There's about 25 werewolves in the area.
Yep, because we had a werewolf fight on the dragon skeleton.
Yes. And then it also calls Volturnus, the Mud Guardian. So it would have been a
Imagine we
nightmare.
had a werewolf on our party, man.
What would you call the werewolf?
It would have called all werewolves in the area, which is 25 of them.
No. The cauldron.
They wouldn't have come all at once. It would have been like a round, so many per round show up kind of thing.
That
So what do you
was,
guys think?
It was good.
The next parts of the
Alright,
adventure.
we killed the hag, let's leave.
The next parts of the adventure are my favorite. You guys killed the first hag, and her name, they all have their own names.
Hagmar.
Is Hagmar. Zora. Just unplug my computer.
Yes.
You killed Zora. You know of Zora, Sinfoy, and Sura of the 3 major hags.
And sure.
Shorter.
Shorir's the hag lich.
So it's 3 hags, the Aglish, so we're missing something on one of the levels. This is going to be the Mud Dragon.
Well, he's gotta be able to get in.
I don't know. Did we look up the tree? Is there a big ass platform you can grab on? There's a tree or something?
No, I mean, it's covered in
I've
grime.
seen that movie before.
Which movie's that?
No, I don't know.
What?
I've experienced it.
Which movie's that?
The big platform on the tree.
He looks so big and lumbering, covered in mud, he doesn't look like he can fly. So,
But he's got potions of climb, so.
I'm sure we have something in store. Even if it's
Maybe
not-
he can break down into smaller parts while he goes in. Reform up there.
He's the Red Guardians, he just splits up into the
Hagmar's dominated, he runs outside, reduces him.
That may not be the only cauldron in the building too, over in the tree.
don't know. Guess we'll find out.
And we take the Seed of Blight.
He's got both of them now, right?
Yes.
He's gonna
Maybe.
plant a garden when he gets back.
Maybe.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Will be the next hag.
The next Hagmar?
I'm gonna burn
For what?
the seeds, destroy them somehow.
Oh well, that was the difficulty you ran in with the first one. You weren't able to burn it; it wouldn't burn.
Roast it with some sea salt.
That's why he's going
My Lord and Savior, hands
18 hours in the smoker.
We'll find
That's
some
right.
way to take care of
Tenderize
it.
it.
All right, I'm gonna stop
we
the
throw
video.
it